Oh, nice. I hit that tweet. Make sure you follow Dawkins on Twitter for one. But yeah, we've got a Aphellion versus Point and Click Adventures. Point and Click Adventures, the North American team. They will be on the Survivors first. We have the Left 4 Dead god Simi, as his name implies. Lucky Lock, Tool, and Han. A pretty solid roster. They've been around playing with each other for quite some time, I would say. And then on the other side of the thing, Aphellion, which is Salty, Thug Life, Supra, and Punching Face Guy. I don't know who that is.
So Helheim.
Yeah. Another team that's also been playing together for a long time. What is that guy's name? The
With the face?
Yeah, face guy.
Hota?
Hota? Okay.
Yeah, like it's in his picture. You see it?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna win this matchup? Who you got?
I think Aphelion's probably gonna win. I think even if they don't do the nerd roster change, I think they probably they would win.
Oh,
I
right.
mean, if they do the nerd roster change, of course they'll win because that's just like 2 home games, right? But
right. Yeah, I agree. I think they play a lot more. I think they probably. I would go as far as to say they care a lot more. I can't speak for anyone on the Survivor team, but I doubt Han really cares very much. I know Lucky Lock doesn't care. I can't speak for Simi or Tool. Tool probably doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if Tool even speaks. I've never heard him say anything.
He does speak, just not around people he doesn't know that often. Like he'll say like a word or two.
Okay.
But they did have a barf bag go in, and they didn't hit with it though. They just kind of stayed in the safe room, so it looks like they're just waiting for that spitter. Funny enough, yesterday I was playing a pug with Tyler on my computer, and they first picked me over Tool, which was first off a mistake, even with Tyler's not on my computer. And I felt really bad. We got destroyed.
Hey, some guns here.
The witch she's right in front of that little opening, kind of.
That's Azula?
See, this is how you get 2-hour Swamp Fever games.
Are you sure? It said Simi and Mumble before the game.
He's got a shot on her. He has to have a shot from.
Yeah, you can shoot from below that truck for sure.
Yeah,
it looks like that's what they want to do. Yep.
A pretty mobile SI setup here. Tricap without a charger. And they're coming in, trying to time it just right, but.
Oh, Witch is stuck on that car though up there.
Ooh, yeah.
So they do take the hit pretty well. The Witch really can't make it over the front of this car. So they're gonna go ahead and kill that. So pretty well taken. I have someone saying that's Azula, not Simi. However, I was in their Mumble prior to the game because I was gonna ring for them, but then they let the scrim fell through, and the Mumble it said Simi too. So I don't know. I can't confirm or deny.
I have no idea.
But the tank's up now, and it's Dane's tank, and I'm gonna spec him if I can find him there yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's see how pro players hit cars.
I'll be right back in a second.
Oh, great. Alright, so the Survivors killed a boomer over there. Looks like another hit's coming in. Jockey landing here. That's going to be a decent amount of damage on Ellis. Getting 2 punches on him while he was jockeyed there.
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Prodigy posting an ad. Yeah, you missed Prodigy type an ad, I guess.
Oh my god.
But besides that, you missed a hit going, and Han got punched a couple times by a charger.
Oh, okay,
That's why he lost his health.
I thought you were saying if I take it first. I was like, wait, what?
No. But he's still first pass. He's going to rotate over to this roof. He hasn't taken too much ship, which is actually kind of surprising on how he's played this so far. His car is still up by the tree. He does get a single boom, which is hard to do in this area. They're going to go ahead and get a hit since it's still first pass. Tongue gets insta-cleared. Rock comes in, and he gets the rage. I can't believe that he skeeted it, but that's a lie. It didn't do damage, but he did get the rage. So the tank is back at 100% rage here on first pass still. That boom is just going to clear out the rest of that horde. They're not LOSing or anything yet, so he's still 100%.
You know, I've never seen that where it says they skeeted the rock, but they didn't skeet it, like it hit them. That's interesting. That's unfortunate. But that is big for the infected. That'll keep that tank on first pass, and he's in a pretty good spot in that boomer from the same position. Not gonna land anything. And that hit's going to kind of trickle in now, looks like.
The rooftop charger. Oh, almost landed there. He lands the rock on the tool, though, which is really surprising. That's just a bad survivor play. Just a misplay. Looks like they're trying to LOS him behind these like little objects. It's not seems to be working because he's at 100% health or rage still. Oh, now he's losing it now. It's really interesting that they're choosing like this pole and like the little generator to LOS behind. He only lost 15% in between that hit though, so I don't know if that's the best strategy here. Hunters are trying to make some noise. Smokers behind there as well. The pulling coach gets cleared right away. Rock's on the way. They do skeet that one. Boomer's still up as they clear the rest of the hit, but they're gonna switch places LOS now.
They're still kind of using
Like
that.
they're kind of all over the place.
You know, the nice thing about being a little more spread out here, they have to have known they had a spawn saved, yeah. So they're less likely to be a multi-boom, they just did, but it can kind of block some spawns and for a little bit. But this tank's not going to commit with a Suboom. He is going to play this long. Although it looks like he's probably coming closer to Rocket. Looks like Sick him.
Yeah, looks like he really wants it.
And he's going to throw in. Oh wow, really close there.
Honestly, though, Survivor's taking a lot of damage as that charge lands as well for another 10, but they're all still green. They don't have to pill, but their health's not great. And also, I just want to say that Discreet's ban is not permanent, and please shut up about unbanning people. If someone gets banned, and you just say, well, like if someone calls someone bad and they get banned for it, it's not just like, aha, ban, okay, now you can unban them. No, you have to serve your ban, so please shut up.
Yeah, and don't call players that are better than you bad. They'll double your ban. Anyway.
It's true, I'll double it.
This hit is coming in here in a second. They're doing a pretty good job of sending these hunters around to kind of distract and get the survivors' attention away from these rocks. Although nothing landing there, that boomer is still up in Thug Life's hands. He's gonna go from the roof, it looks like. And this is dangerous now for the survivors because they want to LOS, but they have to be aware that there is a spawn down, and they probably even know that it's probably a boomer.
Probably. I just don't think they're doing like well right now at all. There's a 2-boom coming out now as well. They're all really close to limping. He's still first pass. He's only lost 1,000. He's still at above 5,000 health now. Just kidding. But he's still first pass, which is huge. He's still got a decent amount of health. Rock coming in, gets speeded. The jockey does land on Rochelle. Somehow they're still not limping. Ellis is like 1 hit away from limping now. Rock coming in, doesn't land that one. They need to LOS again. But Nick, I think, is what's causing it not to happen there. Ellis gets pounced in a bad spot. He's going to be limping now. He's down to red on that pounce. He didn't lose a single % of rage, but he did get pushed pretty well there. Honestly, what I'd like to do is, when I'm on Survivor, LOSing is kind of, it can be tricky. I like to just push him when he's on that roof. I just get on both sides of that roof over by the safe room and just do damage to him.
I agree. I like that.
Back off.
At least that way, they're not doing very good at LOSing, so at least you're getting some damage on them. But also, I mean, they're taking these booms and they're really taking their time getting back into cover to LOS. They have to kind of be aware that the infector are looking to play this, long, and these spawns are coming in staggered. The tank's not going to commit, too fast, and they got to get into LOS quicker.
Looks like he moved up. He wants this rock. Charger doesn't land. The pull does land. He lands the rock as well. The jockey lands for a second. Charger gets some punches. So he keeps his first pass at 100% rage. He's got about 4,000 health left. Looks like the survivors are opting to go forward here, which isn't a bad idea. I think they may have wanted to do that a while ago.
Yeah, they need to start getting some kind of, points on the board. You want to kind of limit the score difference on your away game, but, wiping to a really early tank is really going to cause some problems if you're looking to win this game.
Especially in Swamp Fever.
Yeah, Swamp Fever is a game of 1,000-point maps. Like, you either wipe or score 1,000 points.
Yeah, pretty much. So that 1 boom did come out. I think they've only popped like 1 or 2 boomers, but during that tank, especially in that the early area, it's so hard to land booms, but they were landing like 2 booms on like every hit, which was really bad.
Yeah, I think they're struggling a bit with the higher ping. We're gonna see probably a 2-cap here. Yeah, it's a nice 2-cap there in the back, and Tank still is just staying really far away. He doesn't want to risk it and take any damage from a push or anything.
It's okay if you don't like the gloves. The good thing there's a HUD too that you can read. There's 2 HUDs. I even have spec HUD up for you. But yeah, they have 3 people bleeding out now. They have no pills left. Another single boom comes out. They're in kind of a funky spot. He's still got 3,700 health.
Yeah, at this point, they should just start the event and get their holdout bonus, whatever it is, and look to playing their SI side of things.
He is second pass though, so he's gonna have to like kind of keep some sight. Looks like they want to push him. He's at about half health now. Get back on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if he doesn't wipe at this point. One survivor is going to be slow for the rest of this fight, and that car is in almost in with that car. Although the support is coming in a little early. I mean, this is kind of dangerous now. If things dies now.
Kind of a funky / like awkward commit there. I think he wanted to catch the dude in the room, but the room was able. There's whoever was like up in the second floor room, but he got out of there.
That's good for the survivors.
Sorry, I was laughing.
They should make the event and get across and.
Less I don't
Put a
care.
couple more points on the board,
You can complain all you want, buddy.
probably not going to make the map. So. And of course, they don't have the health to run back to the safe room for this event. So.
It's so much more fun when you're there.
Right?
Whoa, that charger got like a funky spawn in the back there, right on top of Rochelle.
Reloading!
Oh man, at least I didn't get the flu. Come on, girl. I thought we were closer than that.
So we got, one more hit, and then they're going to try and limp their way over to the boat to get across. I assume they checked the pills in this hut when they were over here during that tank fight.
Yeah, I think they found pills during the tank, so it might have been in this room. Nick just stumbled himself in this bit. Smoker is on top of his head, gets a couple of scratches to get him down. I think they'll make it onto the ferry though, which is definitely a plus for the way this round started for them.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was looking like they were going to wipe, in that open area. And then they made a good call to push him forward, and then you're right. I think that was kind of an awkward commit, and nothing really landing for him. He had a boomer to go with his commit, which didn't help things. And 2 things spawned super late.
Get on the boat!
But yeah, they're gonna get across this boat.
They're going to bleed out quite a bit as well
they're all gonna
as
be
they
like,
cross it.
Hey guys, be honest. Are my muscles getting bigger?
I don't know. Maybe?
I wonder if they could make this boat go faster, like on the way back.
Making me buff as hell.
I feel like
What do you mean on the way back?
like so we're not just like sitting here watching it like coast along. Like if they could speed up the return void, like on the when you hit the button, it goes across it. You got to keep that so that's the event, right? But like this
I
right
see what you're
here,
saying.
like I don't know.
Well, I mean, isn't that part of the point though?
Yeah, but I mean, you're just giving like free damage to anyone bleeding though.
Reloading.
Well, I mean, that's. I almost feel like that's still part of the point. Ellis is at 1 HP now. They did in-cap, I think, Coach on the boat. So he's got 30. Easy jockey ski coming out. Charger's dead, but he did get the punch on the Nick to send him down. He is going to be black and white, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's like part of the map.
Oh.
Pretty messed up.
So the 2 in-cap's not the worst thing. That's a little extra health that they don't have to take the time to in-cap a guy themselves. And yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to look forward to. On the survivor side here, they could check the left for some pills. They don't really have a ton of health to do so, but
All right, I gotta call Uncle here.
we'll see which way they opt to go. It looks like Nick is going to check for pills while the rest of his team stands there. Didn't find anything, which is unfortunate. Oh, and a silent jockey's in the lane.
Stands there.
Reloading.
So that was a pretty good shutdown there. That Charger unable to really find anything to go in off of. They are split up 2 and 2, which is okay. They know there's only 1 spawn, but it is a Charger, and he's going to right-click some things and
He
die.
missed, though. You right-clicked too early. They split up to look for pills here. Nick's at 1 HP black and white, so We're just gonna kind of go on without him here. Smoker's probably gonna kill him here, unless he can cut the tongue, like a madman. Oh nope, he didn't cut it.
Didn't
He's
even,
dead. Didn't even react,
you
man.
know, didn't even have his melee out.
But he didn't have the advantage of knowing he was gonna spawn there like we did. Hunter's down below. Looks like he wants to scratch. Jockey coming in. Hunter gets skeeted.
Wow.
Nice skeet by Lucky Lock. And good clear on that jockey, so this will not be the wipe yet. Maybe. He's going to kill the smoker, but he can't pick up coach yet. Looks like he is just going to leave.
Hey, I ain't leaving you, but you better get up.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play there by Lucky. He was initially focusing on that jockey, and then that hunter popped up. You know, he switched to the hunter and was able to get that ski. And he pulled off, unfortunately, but it was cool though.
Just want to say, I've been streaming with these glows for, gosh, like 2 years, and you're going to choose now to complain about it? Next person to complain about the glows is gone. Just wanted you to hear that as well so you know what I'm saying. But it's literally been 2 years. Get over it.
Yeah, I've been reading the chat. I just want to be like, you got like 8,000 hours in this
Like, I
game.
get that all you
What's going on?
Xbox kids are really funny, but get over it, dude.
Reloading.
So yeah, this is just kind of a slow and painful death for the survivors. Who
I'm surprised they're still up. Like, they dropped to get Rochelle and everything. They might even be able to get Ellis up right now.
That's
Oh,
just
it's
kind of
gonna
how
delay
Swamp is,
harder.
though. Like, there's not a whole lot of like really good spawns. You know, it's open and
Aw, he died.
it can be tough to finish a team off on Swamp.
It can be, but it looks like this is finally going to do it. He's going to get pulled from one side. Yes, no.
All right, so 367, more than I thought they were gonna get after that first tank, but not the
Dude, it
best
looks
start
really
in
cool when
Outdoors.
you, like, go through the map at a high... Like, I feel like I'm flying a drone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, are you on the drone? I feel like that's, like, a craze right now, is, like, drone pictures and drone videos. I've seen, like, at least 3 schools do, like, campus shots of, like videos showing off their campus just in a drone just flying around the campus.
Yeah, the university here they have a couple cool videos like that.
So that would be 4 if I can include them now.
Yeah, I think they probably all have them. I don't know, and I'm sure just like
Probably.
a ton of like college kids have made their own like videos.
I feel like just like everyone's hopping on that bandwagon right now.
I mean, it's a pretty cool bandwagon, TBH.
TBH, so you're a fan of the drone.
Yeah, I think drones are cool.
Hit comes in here, Smoker gets the pull for a quick second, Boom doesn't get anybody. This Hunter is still alive and does eventually land on Ellis. But no real damage coming out, 5 total points. He's going to draw the Witch. It's on Rochelle, who's just going to run back because you can't risk it in a match when there's no spawns up. They're going to make her get stuck on the exact same car.
Dumbest thing.
Reloading.
Really high level play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was spooky. There were no spawns, and they've got low ping, so better to let the car crown her. Tank is here in just a few seconds. We'll see. They're probably going to want to hit.
I would just get a hit right now if I were them. They might as well just throw it in there. It's not like they were going to really want to push the tank really anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Not much at least.
unless they want to try some like silly like charge forward like to the tank thing. I don't know. I think I would rather just grab a hit here.
Here we go. Boomer comes in. It's too far away from him. He gets popped. The hit is coming in. Smoker lands. Hunter lands a nice 3-cab landing there for a second. Pretty good clears there, but I'm surprised that there was even a moment when all 3 of those landed because it was pretty like not. The Smoker was a lot earlier than everything else. But they do land the 3-cab, get some damage on the board, and they're going to try and force the tank to lose half a second of its grace period.
Yeah, so tank just hitting some hit walls yet. He's getting that dumpster in, which I like the dumpster.
That's rare. It's in a really good spot too.
Yeah, and that's also good. He can hit one of those over and keep one in front to prevent a push. So that's always useful. And then we'll probably see the tank go up on either
The
roof.
same roof? Yeah, I would assume it's going to be the same roof.
Yeah.
Oh, I would assume... Sorry, I've been cutting you off.
Oh, no, just like that or gas station. I don't know. Like, he's going to go on the same the roof, it looks like. Boomer is not going to land. It is kind of hard to land these booms with the higher ping, so.
That too. And this area in general is just hard to land a boom. That's
Yeah.
why I was saying I was surprised they kept landing booms.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll see what they can do here. They do have both, or 2 SI up, 3 SI up now, actually. So they're going to be looking to time this hit with the rock, and they're going to come in and come from all sorts of directions. They're going to land that charge, and that rock is not going to hit.
There's so many people joining this back, dude. They're so scared to ban people. Just ban them. Like warning a Russian dude that he's going to get banned from Hot Mess. Like he's going to play in Hot Mess, dude. He's Russian.
Now, see, this
is what I was, yeah.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about, surrounding the tank. I like this, being aggressive, because being in such an open area, too, it's getting this extra damage on the tank early. He's already down 1,000 health, so when he does finally roll in, like, he's going to die super fast. And he's down on the second pass now, too, which...
He's going to have to roll in. So this is not looking good for their team right now. Let's see if he can make anything happen. He's got a dumpster in a funky spot. He's going to go ahead and take a punch on Nick. A boom comes in, gets a nice 3-boom. If they can get this dude separated, that'd be good. But right now, it's actually not looking too hot even with that 3-boom. There's like no horde in, and the tank is alone. Yeah, that's going to be it. Maybe he gets another punch. Nope. Man. That horde took forever to get there.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I got kicked.
You got...
Reloading.
Yeah.
Reloading.
Don't worry, I said they suck at this.
I'll hold on to your kill.
Punching. They're so scared to ban people and then they kick the wrong person. Who gives these people admin?
I don't know. This is why
Admins. 2016 admins,
This
am I
is-
right?
this
These
is why-
millennial admins, dude.
This is why we'll never be like CSGO.
I will never be. This would never happen in CSGO, dude. Boomer goes in, gets popped again. Charger going for that pulled guy, gets a few punches. I kind of like the strategy of just sending the Charger on the pulled guy with high ping. I feel like that's a decent idea, but they're clearing it pretty well, usually.
Yeah, I would agree. That's a good way to get some damage, especially at this level of play. With SWAT being so open, those Chargers, if they do land, they're going to kind of be going for a while. And, these guys are going to clear that pretty quickly.
Get ready now.
So it's kind of good to take your damage when you can. You have some more people MM1ing.
Dude, they're really funny. A nice 2-boom coming out there. Smoker gets cleared. Jockey does land, though. Charger looked like he was just kind of trying to juke that level, but wasn't able to do it. But a lot of damage going on Coach. And they're going to have a lot of fun by going back all the way to the safe room.
Yeah, this is sort of the standard play at this point.
I was really sad to see that even Pug players do this.
Yeah,
Like, literally, they
everyone
do
does
this in Pugs. I was really sad about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the safe play. I don't know. Speaking of Pugs, people love playing Swamp Fever in Pugs. Have you noticed that?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've played it like a couple times. Smoker's up. It's going to get cleared really fast. Boomer gets popped. Hunter goes in. Spitter spat before the Hunter even landed, which was weird. But, so no real damage, just like a tick or two coming out there.
Yeah, they should probably be looking at this death order also. Killing a support class last, especially in this open area, because they may get another 2-cap, which probably isn't going to do a whole lot.
Sorry, I was laughing. This stream sounds so boring. Sorry, I'm not XSpy.
I want to watch video games.
I want to watch XSpy
bored.
cast.
Go, boat's leaving.
So the boat is here, but they're not going forward because there's some more horde coming, I think. Yeah, it's just very slow.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they're going to hit with this quote-unquote horde,
Okay, get on the boat. Time to run.
or if, if they're going to wait out the horde as infected and then hit in a better area. I think they're going to wait it out.
It looks like they're going to hit where that charge is at. Also, he's going to reposition out to the roof. Looks like he's a little
Yeah,
late.
but I don't know if he's late. Yeah.
Oh, they all know they're all looking at him. Look at this. Synchronized looking. Oh,
Oh, the Charger's switching again, but the jockey's already in there and dead. Charger's like a mile away now. He's going to go. He might actually land, though, because she's a little bit hoarded. It does land. That spit's going to do work. Was the Hunter on Rochelle? Yeah. Oh, that get up, though. Oh. I thought it was going to help her, but it made it so much worse.
Let's go, everybody on the boat.
I can always use these.
Where's Visor at? We need him.
Dude, come on, Visor.
Reloading.
Their bonus is 596 right now, so they're gonna get on the ferry as soon as they get over there, but they'll have one more hit before they get on.
Get to the boat.
See if they can get a nutty death charge.
Dude, that would be nutty. They've done pretty good damage so far, you know. I think this
Yeah,
is. You should be happy with this.
I would agree. Boom, landing on one. Smokers spawn, jockeys spawn coming in. Charger looks like he wants to spawn. Here he comes. They do pull one. That's not gonna. There's no charge happening.
Yeah, it was exciting.
That's gonna be the hit. Yeah.
Machine gun. Reloading.
Guns right here.
Reloading. Get on the boat.
Dang.
Hey Nick, what do you
What?
think the odds are that the
No,
swamp
sorry, go
people
ahead.
still
Oh,
alive?
yeah. The rest of this map should be pretty straightforward for the survivors. They've got, you know, the help to kind of push through it quickly. Is that
Ooh, that's
allowed?
fun. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought that. I
Does
don't
it
know.
matter?
Not really.
I mean, you have two admins in the game. You could ask them.
Uh,
Is it at that level of care?
for these teams it definitely is. I think. I read
Let's keep the
forums,
chat
I think
English, guys.
there's that. Yeah, that spitter is up. So
Dude, where are my like 30 mods when I need them?
I'm right here.
Well, you're in the game. That doesn't count. But yeah, looks like they waited for the tri-cap there. He sacked that boomer, so they got the tri-cap with spitter.
Okay, stay on the
Survivors really going quickly. W and then S, back and forth. Taking their sweet time. I don't see
Yeah.
any common. Here we go. They're moving. They managed to block the spawner on the shack to the point where they couldn't even hit. I'm not sure how they missed that brutally. That charge was gonna die. Yeah. The hunter's dead. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, that was just a misplay on Infected. They just didn't spawn
Yeah.
like well. They just forgot. They got. I guess they fell. They were doing like one of those head nods when you're really tired and falling asleep.
Oh yeah. I know that.
That's probably what was happening when they were going back and forth. Ninja coming out, old school mod.
Yeah, Ninja really likes to ban people. Ninja's.
Huh.
You should see
If you could
what he
change their
does.
name, I bet he would.
Oh yeah. You should see what Ninja does in his servers.
Whoa. I have seen actually a little bit.
He's literally.
Two boom coming out. Smoker pulling the guy below. Charger looks like he wants to take him. He's getting a punch and then a nice charge on Coach there. Cleared pretty quick. Missed the DP unfortunately. But they're going to get rid of Coach's solid health. Brings the bonus actually down to 441, which is down by about 70 there. And Alexi lagged out. So I am by myself now until he comes back, as he is offline. So it's just me. Jockey was skeeted. Did I just miss something just now? It looks like I did. Simi went in with a jockey and it got skeeted by Lee Supra. So they're pretty much going to have one more hit here. They have a 2-cap because they have a boomer spitter. Boomer's going to get popped. Didn't quite get that curve around the tree that he wanted. But let's see if the Charger wants to go in by himself. Or Simi does have a spawn now. What is it, though? It's a Smoker. He goes for the pull back. Gets cut. Charger gets mowed down. Spitter comes in. Doesn't have anything to spit on. So that's going to be it for that hit. That last hit might... Or that last spawn, rather. Is probably going to send in this Hunter. I'd be surprised if he gets anything. You can't spawn in the safe room, unfortunately. And yeah, he's not going to get anything. So that's going to be the round. About a 600-point lead, which isn't too bad, honestly. That's I've seen much worse leads with Swamp Fever 1. With, you know... Oops. Okay. But I've seen much worse leads than that with the early tank on Swamp Fever 1. So if I'm the away team right now, I'm not too upset at that. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm fine. Power went out for a second, says Alexi. Sorry, I was responding to a few Steam messages. Someone asked if I needed, or Prodigy asked if I wanted him to jump in. But I said no. I'm assuming Alexi's power is back on. Sure. Well, Alexi's gone. Drag me. He's making me fudging drag him while I'm casting, dude. Are you serious? Anything he does is the correct play, and you're a fool if you think otherwise. Well, I'm also being told that that is not Simi, but it is in fact what's her name? That is in fact Azula. Is the consensus? I think that I've been told. I've been told by multiple people that Sydney is actually Azula right now, or rather, vice versa. Azula's name is Sydney in this game, so it's not actually Sydney. Did he change his name to something? Why do I not see it now? Oh no, it's just because I see. Yeah, so that's Azula, not Simi, apparently. I stand corrected. Multiple sources have said so. I wouldn't know. Anyway, so Alexi is still not back online. Let me see. I have to drag this guy to mumble real quick. But yeah, so it's about a 600-point lead, like I said. It's not too bad. Excuse the no sound for a second. It'll come back.
Ghost moved in from entrance.
Okay, we're back. The boom comes in, gets a single boom pull, goes for a second. We got a couple ticks, that's about it. And they're just going to send this hit into the safe room because it's not a very good setup. They did get actually 16 spit damage right there for some reason in the safe room. So that's not too bad. I wouldn't be disappointed with that. Tank is at 59%, so I'm not sure if what the fudge? Did he send this like multiple times?
Yeah. I don't know who started this.
I'm not sure if this is pre or post event. I'm assuming it's post, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, they're gonna push through that early area. I think the infected are gonna want to hit before they get out to the open, which seems to be the case. Smoker coming in, his tongue doesn't land between all the trees. Jockey gets killed off. Hunter lands for a second on Coach. Smoker's coming in for anything he can get, but doesn't seem to get anything. So Alexi's power is back on. He says waiting for cable modem to connect. So Alexi will be back in a few moments here. It's like Jordan in his prime.
Ninja sword here.
Home and away game. Yes, in fact, this will be a home away game. They're using France and then LA. This is the France game.
Reloading. Holy shit.
Let me just get this out of the way. Okay. So I would assume, what are they at right now? 36%. So it's going to be post event. So they're going to have to take this event back. So that'll be fun. I would assume they're going to hit after they hit the button, but you know, I could be. Maybe they'll surprise me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But they're taking their time clearing out all the horde.
Reloading. I'm reloading.
I don't really think you need to do what they're doing right now, but you know, you gotta get your W.
Once we open the door, this alarm will sound.
Here we go. Boom just spawned. Gets a single boom. I'm not sure if they're gonna want to hit with that, especially with where they're set up right now. I would assume they're not. But they do still have a Charger Hunter jockey, so they might just be waiting for a spitter, which wouldn't be a bad idea, because they're definitely gonna play it safe and wait out this horde. They're not gonna try and do too much. Great casting. Can't tell if that's sarcastic brightness. If it is, then fudge you.
Okay, I'm opening the door.
So she does open the door. They're going back to this open area on the side rather than back to the dock right away. So they do clear the jockey really fast. Tool was not skeeted. It makes you know, makes sure that we don't think he was skeeted, I guess. But it is killed off. Charger gets killed off. Spitter gets killed off as well. So it looks like rather than going back to the dock, they're actually going to take the whole event here? Question mark? It looks like it. It looks like that's their plan. That's interesting. I think that this might be a better spot. This is some innovation right here. We'll see. This tree bulk right here where the smoker is going to try and spawn is my only concern if they have a spawn there. But I'm not sure if they do. It looks like he might be struggling to get it. Let's see if he gets it. He does have a spawn there, so that's... I disagree. I don't like this spot anymore. The boomer walking in doesn't make it. The charger got mowed down pretty quick there. I think this spot would not work if your team is not all really good players, but luckily for them, they are all really good players. I think having that one spawn, even just one spawn that's too close to you, is enough to freak somebody out. But luckily, they could handle it. But we'll see if it comes back to bite them. That's my only concern, is that one spawn that they're giving up. But we'll see. We'll see if it works. Looks like the infected aren't really using it right now. The boomer wants to see if he can spawn behind him, but it doesn't look like he can. The hunter's jumping around for distraction, so you cannot get behind him, confirmed. Boomer's going to spawn there, doesn't get anything. Jockey got killed, Hunter gets skeeted, Spit is on nothing. And that's that. That's going to be that hit. So they're doing really, really well right now. They still got 4 people above 90 health, and then 1 at 74. So very good. It looks like they move up to the wing to clear horde in between hits.
Reloading.
I guess. Okay. I mean, I'm not like hating on it. I just don't know what's happening really. Ooh, does get the single boom with that close spawn. Like this spot would never work in a pug, but it would work with like these 4 players. You know what I mean? Because they can handle it. But a pug would be like, you wouldn't be able to kill spawns well enough to use this spot. Smoker and Hunter are both spawned up. It looks like they might wait for a spitter at this point. Nope, Charger does spawn. The Hunter walked his way all the way up there, which is actually a really good idea. The Charger gets a few punches, and that was a decent amount of damage. They got almost 20 damage on Nick, and about 20 damage onto Supra, Rochelle there. So that was actually a really good hit. Good for them. The Hunter did a really good job. That was really smart, walking around in the bush on the outside to get right on top of him. That was a good play. So the horde is over, so they're finally moving forward here. Tank's going to spawn in about another 10%. We'll see if they go forward or back. I would assume they're going to go forward. Oh, okay, it's going to spawn now. Then they're not going to go forward. Boomer just goes in and dies because I think he got the tank. If it says, do you have a tank? Oh gosh, did the tank not spawn? The tank did not spawn. Try this at home. Don't try this at home, bug players. So I'm not sure what happened there. That made the ding noise at about 50% as opposed to 59%. And the tank actually didn't spawn. It looks like they might ask the admin to spawn a tank for them. I'm not sure what's going to happen right now. We're just we're on hold at the moment. This is exciting. Left 4 Dead 2. I can move my mouse around if that'll make it more exciting. That thing was the boxing match starting. Boxing match between who? But that's that. What is Fig saying here? I was tabbed. What happened? Tank was supposed to spawn, but didn't. I am not so skilled Alpha 2 player. Can anyone explain me what is mixes and how to play them? That'll be someone in chat. So I'm not sure what is happening at the moment. Fig restart map. No, Fig. Gosh, dang it, dude. Don't ever suggest that when it's home away. Come on, man. Face cam intermission. It's literally just me sitting here. There's no face cam to be had. But it looks like there's no response to restart map, so I don't think anyone wants to do that in this game. I would assume just nobody wants to, including me. Sec talking with server admin. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna try and get manually spawn the tank. That'd be my guess. My guess, excuse me. But we'll see what happens. So apparently they're talking on Steam or something because this chat in game is just completely silent at the moment. I don't know why I have my net graph out. I'm sorry, that was dumb. But so now we're just kind of sitting here. Alexi's still not online. He's been offline for 10 minutes. I don't know. His power's back on, but his cable modem 7 minutes ago is waiting for that to connect. Ooh, that graph blowing up my spot. I don't know what that means. Oh, tool marked the infected as ready. So I don't know what that means in terms of if they actually figured stuff out or not. We will see momentarily. How many viewers we got? We're at 70. That's pretty good. It's about what I expected. Maybe actually probably a little bit more. You sound really relaxed. I mean, I'm just sitting here with my hands folded, literally just like my hands folded together. That's pretty much it. Casting with a neck pillow. I don't own a neck pillow. I think neck pillows are really dumb. I don't have hot chocolate either, but I do have a, actually I thought I had a Code Red, but I drank all of it. So I'm really just on my sugar high right now is what's going on from this Code Red. And water. Posted up in the Snuggie. Snuggie sounds really lit right now, actually. That'd be sweet. But the survivors have not said anything nor marked themselves as ready, so apparently things are not figured out. My guess is that the infected team just is like, fudge it, let's just hurry this up and ready it up. But I don't know what's happening. Snuckies stay lit. Yeah, this is really fun as a solo caster to sit here and I'm gonna turn my AC off. To sit here and you know, at the screen while the crickets go, while there's no gameplay happening whatsoever. But you know, it is what it is. Something I've noticed is that Nick's legs are halfway through that wing right there. She called the audible and brought PSim in. No, that wasn't Prodigy that I was asking if, like Prodigy Sim. It was Prodigy, a different person. That was asking if he wanted me to come out. The yawn's coming out. Yeah, my birthday this month, so I'm renting out Dawkins' entire stream chat just for myself when the day comes. That'd be boring, dude. Like for both of us. The chat should sing Grandma Happy Birthday, I think. But still don't know what's happening. I'll see if anyone in the game knows what's going on. I typed in spec chat as opposed to all chat to see if my fellow spectators, have any idea of what's going on. Passed out on the ground somewhere. That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a blast. In terms of things that I want to do, like with myself, just passing out, like getting drunk and passing out on the ground to the point where I'm no longer aware of my actions sounds like fun. How to spawn a tank with source mod. So, they're trying to force the tank to spawn. I feel like at this point, like by now, we could have just replayed the map. You know, when I said replay the map, and I was like, no. At this point, we would have been already back here to where we are. You don't have to deal with reality, I guess, but like, reality isn't all bad all the time. What does it sound like, Dawkins? Fun? What does fun sound like? Is that your question? Laughter and friendship and joy and bonding. Is that a good enough answer? That's the best solution. You should just listen to it. Well, I didn't know that it would take people this long to figure out how to spawn a tank. I feel like that's somewhat basic source mod knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just expecting too much. Literally, there's some laughs on the way to me. Oh, what happened here? Did they reload the config or something? Whoa. That is crazy. Or are they... He will try to spawn tank for you and see if it works good. I think. So here we go. They're going to try and spawn the tank. I thought you could Z-spawn tank too, is my guess. Any luck with the spawn tank? I don't think so. Doesn't seem to be working. Were the last even worth it, Yams, if you don't remember the night afterwards, though? Nah, it won't. I thought you can't Z-spawn tank without SV cheats on, though. Yeah, it won't work, you said. So... Yeah, you can definitely force spawn a tank. I thought so. I thought you could. I don't know why the follow... Oh, that's why, actually. I had no idea it didn't work. You can't Archon Z-spawn tank if that's what you're trying. Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to, like, spawn, I feel like. So I think they changed the tank spawn to a little bit further and seeing if they can maybe force it by moving forward, but I don't think this is gonna work. This is just like CSGO. This is like the same problem CSGO has when they run tournaments and stuff. Nah.
Reloading.
So, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna respawn it or restart the map. I think you kind of have to. Yep, restart map.
Charger. I'm reloading.
Man, y'all shooting me.
I was against it, but then I had at a point it was just better to do it. I was against it at first. I didn't think it'd take that long. All right. EU server not working. Are you surprised? All right, so they're restarting the map. For the record, Bravo, we finished one map. It's been an hour. When you said it'll take 2 to 3 hours, we finished one map out of 8, and it's been 1 hour. Just wanted to point that out. But, so we're back at the safe room. Everything that happened earlier is irrelevant now. Take damage and set tanker on that percent. Oh, he's saying maybe we don't have to do the whole thing. Who's the smallest violin? Is that Fig? I think it's Fig. The tanks one slots were limited. Should have known. What? Why is there a problem? 8-hour game hype. The OG grandma, dang dude. Azula's not running up. Here we go. So they have, do they have a 2 cap or 3 cap? 3 cap this time. Looks like they have a 3 cap this time. Boomer going in, gets a single boom. They didn't take advantage of Ellis being outside the safe from there. Charger going in there, gets a double charge. So that's 20 damage right there, or I guess 18. I don't know. But hey.
Hey, I'm back. There was
The smoker went in and died, and then the boomer died. Oh. Guess what? You literally missed nothing because they got about halfway through the map and then had to restart the map, and it just now restarted.
Wait, what?
Because the tank didn't spawn.
Oh my god.
And they spent about 10 minutes or so trying to fix it, and then eventually just restarted.
Remember that time someone was like, 2 hours tops.
Yep, I already commented on that. We played 1 out of 8 maps, and it's been 1 hour. But hit came in there. Good amount of damage there. Actually, a lot of damage there. I brought a couple of them below 80. And then, what was that, 81? I kind of forgot I was doing camera there for a second, so I was just like flying around randomly. I apologize. But yeah, go ahead and rejoin whenever you can. I'm not sure if there's no slots.
No, there are. I'm loading it.
Oh, okay. Jockey's gonna go respawn. Hunter is spawned up here. You missed their super sick spot they used at the event too. I wonder if they'll use it again. The boomer got popped there. Hunter's on top of the bush there. They don't have a charger. They have 3 cappers without a charger. So we'll see what they want to do with it. It looks like they're opting to wait for a spitter. Where's the 4th survivor? There he is.
Pills.
Reloading.
But they're still just waiting here. This looks like they might want to set up at the same spot because the survivors are going back over to where they were last time.
Are they going in like the water?
Yeah, they go on this left side here. Oh, it's left for me, but like against this logs.
Reloading.
Yeah, I've seen people like try that in like other configs, but obviously it works a lot better in ace mod with the water slowdown reduction or
True.
whatever they did.
They opened the door. Looks like they're going to go ahead and go back to that same spot. The hit's going to come in here. I thought I heard the jockey spawn, but what am I kidding? I haven't heard the jockey. Hunter looks like he wants to respawn. Let's see. He's going to go do that.
Yeah, he was down in like 90 health for that respawn, so he's
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
So what they did, they didn't really get any good hits until the very end, which is what they did. They sent the hunter. They had him walk all the way around in the bushes on the right, where he is right now.
Mhm.
They had him walk all the way to behind them, and then they got like a pounce and then like a pull and a charge, which is really good. So
Oh,
they're
he's
gonna do
doing
the
it
same
again.
thing. It looks like, yeah. Although Coach saw him, so the hit's coming in here. Smoker figured out how to get kind of behind him. The hunter is dead. I guess he can't pull over the invisible wall. I don't, because he couldn't pull from where
I
he
don't
was, I
know
guess.
if he was able to get like over the log. I think he was like too low to even like see him.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
So not as good as you may have thought.
I'm reloading.
I will say this
But
looks like as much fun as the other spot too. So that's good.
yeah, I've used the analogy of like I don't think like puggers could pull off this spot. You know, like I feel like the one spawn specifically, the one like right on the two trees, right in the middle there, right in their face, I think is enough to make this spot terrible for pugs.
Yeah. Well, and there's always that one person that wants to go like chase his common, you know. And he gets a spot up and just die, and I don't know.
Hunter's just making noise. Chargers looks like it's gonna spawn a good, kind of far away. Looks like the smoker wanted the rocket spawn but missed it. Looks like he's going now. He gets the pull on the same guy that got pounced there. Charger's not gonna be able to do anything. Smoker gets his tongue cut. Boomer got a single boom. Yeah, I don't. If the hunter didn't take that guy, it would have been better. Like if the hunter took the next guy in, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But what was I
Either
gonna
way,
say?
not a lot of damage going on, which is to be expected, regardless of where you take the set. The other spot is still, you know, pretty strong. It looks like over here, though, the common kind of funnel in from, you know, fewer areas, and they're getting kills as like they're climbing over the plane. So
Nice single boom going on Coach. Hunter doesn't want to run around anymore. It looks like he wants to stay back there. Surprise. But you have a spitter and a hunter and a jockey, so not a great setup. They're spawned up but not going in, so I'm not sure what their plan is here. They're gonna push that spitter and kill it. So last time they played the map, they had I think Nick was at like 50 health, and someone else was at like 70, and then they had two around 85 or 90 if I'm not mistaken. But someone was at 50 health, which is pretty good
yeah, it's pretty
for
solid.
infected. But mostly on that last attack that I mentioned that they got in this area. But another pause, because why not?
I mean, you might need like a lunch break or something. To be fair, I don't know.
That's true. You might need like a power snack.
Yeah.
What did you do with your like 15 minutes while you're offline? What did you get done? Productive things?
No, I just walked back and forth between my computer and my cable modem, and I just kept restarting things. And I called Comcast, and she was like, "Oh, don't worry, you're online with Comcast technical support." So I stopped worrying. And
Wait, that's the intro? Is don't worry, you're online with them.
no, after I told her I was having an issue, they also gave me a credit for the day because I had no internet for 5 minutes. They gave me a day free, which is probably like $5. I don't know, whatever. That's nice of them.
That is nice of them. I'm surprised. So you actually talked to somebody? Isn't Comcast support usually like supposed to be
Dude,
terrible?
I use the Xfinity app, you know. Um,
No,
so
I don't know.
I'm up with like the times. It's like Comcast's like app.
Okay.
Yeah. And I scheduled a phone call and they called me like right away. Like as soon as I entered it, like someone called me.
Oh.
And then I don't know. Apparently they knew
You
there
can
was an
just
outage.
schedule it for now.
Well, I put it as soon as possible, and it was like less than a minute. And like as soon as I hit enter,
Really?
I got a phone call. I got a second phone call when I was on the line already. That's great customer service. I got 2 phone calls.
That's bad customer service if they don't even like they're not even communicating with each other that they're calling you.
I mean, I'm guessing they're probably in like different countries and stuff. I don't know.
So I work in customer service, and yesterday I emailed a guy. Like we have, like me, and there's only one other person in customer service where I work, and so we have like our personal emails, and then we have like a shared customer service inbox that goes to like customer service at our company, and
Yep.
there's an email in there from somebody, and we both replied to it like at the same time, and we didn't realize it, and I was like, shoot, because like how would you like to? I don't know. I'm like, if I saw that, I'm like, get your ish together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could have seen that our emails were within like 2 minutes of each other. But 5 out of 7. What are we doing?
Oh, that's like one of those like
Oh,
internet
sorry.
jokes.
Internet memes. IT memes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I get this spitter acid noise.
I sound restarted that.
I'm scared it'll break my sync on my stream and I'll get messed up again.
Well, I think the viewers might like it too. You know, it helps their
I'm
immersion.
gonna actually alt tab and go into my Mr. Mooj chat because he's messaging me. So instead of hearing the Steam message, you'll just want to hear it.
Nice. Oh, we're going live though. So
Oh, we are going live.
Yeah, bring it back in.
I'm back in here. I'm back.
Reloading.
Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Okay. I didn't know where
All right, so
my
we
free
are
stream was.
back by the. I don't. They're looking for this jockey kill maybe. The other infected are looking to maybe go and support that. Jockey's moved up a little bit, and survivors are now slowly going forward. We'll see a boom land, and this charge going to come in and make a play.
All right, we ready to open the door?
Reloading. Reloading. Watch out. Reloading.
So yeah, the hit went in there. Didn't really get a whole lot. Although they did get, I think maybe some damage, or maybe I'm just high. But they're gonna go back here for this tank.
Reloading.
So it actually spawned that time. Last time it just made the ding, and then the tank never came up. That's what happened. Coach managed to go back there without even going back through the door. I don't know how he did that. Wasn't really paying attention. Smoker goes in, gets a pull on Ellis, gets a tick or two, and that's about it. I don't know where the horde is from this boom. I guess it's just slowly coming in from the front. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're kind of following the tank in a little bit. So they are going to be in the more traditional spot that you see people, at the sink at, and you can take the event. Look, they have looks like they have both Uzis on the ground there. So you're going to see survivors. They are going 4 Uzis for this tank, which is going to make it pretty tough for him to do a lot of damage here. And we're kind of seeing him. Tank just kind of keeps him in sight right now. He's going to go for this rock now, and it's going to be a little short.
Yeah.
Reloading.
He's still first pass, got about 45% rage left. They're going to try and start LOSing him here, so he might even lose first pass right now if he doesn't get some sight. It's like Ellis pops out, gives him some sight, shoots him for a second.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Those 2 closer survivors, the 2, Susie's on him. They can do a ton of damage if he overextends himself and goes for a rock. So he's trying to keep that health up more so than the rage looks like. Charge is landing, he gets cleared though. And the Subin will kind of cause a couple of problems for the survivors, but they still have 2 guys that kind of push that thing and keep him back off him as he just goes for these long and miracle rocks.
Yeah, that charger landed a double charge, but got cleared before it finished. So they got the 10 on the second guy, with the 2 boom happening there, keeping them out in the open a little bit. But he did lose first pass, so he's on second pass now, and looks like he might want to start going in. Looks like he is going to start going in here.
Yeah, this charge would be big if he gets a spawner. It's a multi-charge, but he's not going to get it.
Oh, tank and the charger run for the same guy. They're getting some damage though. The tank still has 2,900 health. That one comment on Rochelle, but didn't get her. This isn't good now. He shouldn't get any more hits, but he might. Oh, that long arm. That's the away server coming into action.
Yeah, really close to seeing a nice strike cap there. We did see the smoker and jockey land, and like you said, that charger got a little, he kind of committed to the thing that the tank was on, and at that point he was kind of out of position to cover the other survivor, and he just charged and missed, and the tank just kept chasing away. But either way, pretty good damage there. Only 2 pills left, and 3 pills. I'm sorry, they just found a set.
Yeah, that's not a totally fun tank, to be honest. It can get pretty brutal playing that tank on infected side. So I'm not super upset if I see that damage on our away server, but charger went in and hit the wall right away. Jockey's going in, can't seem to land on anything. He might have gotten a scratch or something, but that's about it. The hunter didn't even go in, and the charger respawned, so they still have a hunter charger. For anyone that's just joining us, this is the first game still, so we have another one on LA after this round. The hunter went for a scratch. I don't think he got any. I don't think he got any. They M2'd him, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he got it stumbled there.
I thought that wasn't a thing.
Well,
Actually, that happened to me. I played a pug earlier, and it happened to me.
Reloading.
I don't.
I feel like it's just random whenever explain it to somebody. The smoker's spawning up in the back. Goes for the separation pull on Dane, but he cuts the tongue. And now he's getting back with his team a little bit. So the smoker's still the only thing that has spawned in. They have a jockey, charger, and a spitter with that smoker. Smoker's going to probably die here. Dane can just push him and kill him, and that's what he chooses to do. I'm not sure what is going on there.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that smoker grab a respawn. He was really, trying to get a little lucky there, landing a pull on him in the open area, and didn't work out. So they are in this little watered area with the house in the water.
Another level.
Yeah. That time it was a chip level, but that's okay.
Weapons over here.
True, it is a chip level, as we
It
can all
all
see.
looks the same in the frag video.
True. Boomer getting a nice tube in there. There's a witch at the very end of the map somewhere on this hill here.
Yeah, she's down in that slanted part of the hill where she usually spawns down here, so Survivor's gonna take their time. They have a pretty solid bonus. They're carrying all of their damage bonus, so that's gonna be a decent amount of points. They're at 626 now, and Uzi Boy's gonna shoot it. Ellis there. And
They don't have a shotgun actually, so that's why he's on top of the truck. I doubt the witch is gonna make her way up there. They do finally kill it off. They do have 4 sets of pills still, which is gonna help the bonus a lot. I would assume they're not gonna take them. Their bonus is 625 right now. Charger and Spitter getting inside of the safe room. Good idea. So the survivors will have to deal with that. Eventually, somebody will. They shut the door, but they can't shoot it through all the... Oh, Ellis figured out how to do it. Ellis figured out how to outplay him there. I was gonna say they can't shoot it through the door, or through this wall on the side, but he opened the door and shot it through one wall. So they did end up taking out those spawns in the safe room, and it's a big bonus. And now they have 2,000 points to do that.
Yep, that's just how Swamp goes, right? 1,000 points here,
Yeah,
1,000 points there.
especially home away on Swamp. Like you really just have to get those big bonuses on your home server, and if you don't, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But I don't think point and click will get the same. Like they might get the same bonuses, but I don't know if they can hold Aphellion to not getting bonuses, like good bonuses on the way. Like enough of a not good bonus, I guess. I don't know. That was worded really poorly. Sorry.
I get what you're trying to say. You think that Aphellion is going to score more on their away than Point and Click is scoring on their aways.
Shoot me again. I dare you.
Which we'll have to wait and find out.
2 boom coming out here. Charger missing in the safe room, but he's going to get jockeyed. And he's pulled outside as well, and Ellis didn't quite see that in time, so they do end up clearing stuff. A lot of damage coming out right there. How much is it? 20, 30, 8 plus 8, 46
Enough
damage.
Just come out.
I think it's 46. That was really hard.
Yeah, well, regardless of the
If
specific
K3
number,
were here, you could do it.
it's definitely more than they wanted to take, but it's not really the end of the world. As long as they can get past this tank and at least make this map, they don't need a bunch of bonus. They just need the distance. So
Jockey gets instant cleared. Boomer gets popped. Hunter gets cleared really quick. This Charger might get a punch. He does get a punch on the style, and that's going to be the hit. A lot of teams used to go along that right side with the bushes to take that hit like they did on both sides here, like a long time ago. But now I mostly see survivors just try and push through the middle to try and get out of that area before spawns are up. But since they got boomed and took the first hit not very quickly, I think they just thought they had to take the hit there anyway.
yeah, I like the right side myself, but I guess if you're going for speed, yeah. We'll see this lovely airplane event coming up here in a second. The SI, they are ready. They have their
I can't
spawns.
wait to see where they take it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty exciting is where they're going to take it.
They're going to go around and clear some more of this common out. Jockey spawned up.
Yeah,
They hit it
wanted
a
that
couple
cocky
times.
pick.
He's still no, that's about half health there.
Reloading. Reloading.
Yeah, he
You
will.
can go respawn. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off.
Open this door.
That's okay. Although that was almost a big pull there, but Coconut got the back way. And nice little spawn there by the boomer under the wing, only getting one though, which I think getting a 1 boom during a event is better for the survivors than the infected.
Reloading.
I don't know about you, but because now all the common are going to go after Lucky Lock right now.
Yeah, I think in this instance it just doesn't matter though.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Yeah, make this sick camera angle.
Nice. We will see the hunter going along the bushes in the back. Oh, Ellis picks him out really fast, actually.
Ooh, easy pick. The charger comes in. I thought he was about to land unlucky lock there, but that misses. Spit is on nothing. The smoker is still out, but we'll see if he even wants to go.
Yeah, he's gonna hold off. Yeah, as soon as that hunter crouched, Tool just like snapped like right to him and was lighting him up. And I think that kind of sent their attack in a little quicker than they were wanting to, which is why that smoker wasn't quite ready. But spawns are just about up. Recap with the boomer, no charge, and Jockey is kind of making his way around. We'll see what happens here. That's gonna be a nice little pull for a little bit, damage in the front end. It looks like that roof of the trees is kind of, a pretty popular spot for the boomer.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, that tree spawn is... I feel like that's a really important spawn to get damage on the hit, too.
Yeah, has anyone tried any other spawns from over there? I feel like it's just the boomer they're putting there. That's all I really noticed. Maybe like I don't know, send everything from there, right? See what happens.
I think if you send everything from there, it's not going to work.
Yeah, but nothing's really working though.
I'm gonna reload. Reloading.
So now the charger is going to come from the tree, but he just charges into a log in the water. So not a whole lot happening. Spitter is going to run away, and he's going to respawn.
Hey, I'm reloading.
You could spit in the plane for the run back if he doesn't get picked right now. Coach looks like he's trying to hunt him down.
Reloading.
Oh,
He's
Coach looks like he's
really
going to find him. Coach does find him. Azula hunting him down. They're going to go all the way back now for like ammo or something.
This is
Or no, it's just him.
They have their other
Gave him another hit
yeah.
for that, but they're going to have to go forward and spawn the tank. I would assume they would hit... I don't know. They're either going to hit here or on the run back. I'm really not sure which one it'll be.
This probably depends which SI the tank is. It's like they're gonna wait.
Yeah, I don't know who tank is going to be, so... Nope, looks like Smoker's going in here, or that guy's just killing the tank.
Yeah.
Nope, Jockey's going in. I don't know what's happening. That Jockey has 30 health.
Reloading.
I'm not sure what's happening. Are they going to go forward or back? Looks like Lucky wants to go forward, but they're going to go back.
This could be dangerous, this boomer right here.
Is Coach going to do the same thing their coach did? Yes, he is. He's going to go back without using the door. Boomer going in, just gets one, so that shouldn't be too devastating. Charger couldn't get a spawn there on the front too, so they're going to make it back. Let's get a nice perspective on the tank here.
Nice.
Just kind of keeping sight right now. Not able to do too much damage while they're running around from that far away. Spawns are up here. They probably want to get a hit.
The Alpha Survivors have no one bleeding just yet, which is good, and they're going to send us back from the rear. And let's watch this rock. I mean, this is what they did in map 1. The attack in, distract for the rock, and
that was a lot of damage on the shell right there. They got the separation pull, and the hunter just scratched him. Sorry. But Han's a boy. Looks like they're going to opt to push tank instead of LOSing, so they are pushing him here. It's not working yet. The boomer is up. He lost 50% rage and took about 500 damage. So far, it's working okay, but Hunter goes and gets skeeted. Nice kill by that. Boomer gets popped. Charger gets shut down. Does not land the rock. Yeah. So this isn't a good spot for the tank right now. This rock's going to be important. He does land it on Coach, which is big.
Yeah, I would like to see him surround this tank right now a little more.
That's what they might want to do it. A few of them look like they want to. Coach and Nick really pushing up here. Coach is really doing it mostly, but the rest of them aren't really following up. He misses the rock. Jockey is up now. Coach got to back up before these spawns get him. Jockey and Smoker both land on Coach. They get the rock with damage and rage.
Right now, right?
Yeah.
Right now. Now they're going to force this tank to start fighting now, rather than kind of waiting. I mean, even if they take the in-cap from the rock or whatever, like that's fine, because they need to make distance.
Yeah, this tank needs to be taking more damage with where they're positioned right now. Like, the guys on the Nick's side just need to push them harder.
Yeah,
like, Coach and Alice are doing enough, but the other side just isn't. The spawns are up. They're going to have to go to this open water area now. Coach has been taking a lot of damage right now.
Which, once again, that's fine if he takes damage, because there's not a whole lot of dangerous attacks left, and this boom's going to be big here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Ellis gets pulled forward, does not get the rock off of it. Looks like Ellis is going to want to push this tank. There's still a hunter, though, who's going to try and get Ellis, and he will because he can't dead stop it. The rock missed, which is the tank's fault. If he threw it a little higher, that rock lands. He's still up with this tank. Nick's trying to push him a little bit. Nick and Ellis can kill this tank right now if they push hard enough. The charger is up. But they're not even hitting it. They're like pushing, and he's just shooting the wall next to it. This tank is in. Is he going to get one more hit? No, that'll be the end of it. Han took a lot of damage from Horde right there. He went down to yellow from something.
Yeah, I think all the Horde just kind of switched onto him, and he was just fighting for his life, trying to kill as many as he could.
I'm not sure what's happening right now. It looks like Azula wants to go back for ammo.
There may have been. Were there pills there too, maybe? Or
He did not grab pills, no.
Maybe he's a melee or something, I don't know.
I don't know about that separation, but they sent the jockey and I got a few ticks on Nick. But they're going to go ahead and make it forward. For the record, anyone else that is just joining, Simi in the game is actually Azula here.
We might
He
need
just changed his name to Simi, I think, is what I've been told, so by multiple sources.
Yeah, I've also been informed of that. So this is pretty good for playing Quick Adventures. They took that tank really well. They could have maybe gotten it a little bit cleaner, but this is kind of where you want to be on your away servers. And we'll see how these next couple of hits play out, and that's nice.
Ooh, good clear on that charger, and I just went into the sky so you can see stuff. And decent clear there. Oh, almost into the spit on Coach there. So they need to make some distance right now. Han's the only one boomed. He's got a melee weapon, so he should be pretty fine.
Yeah, and I mean, outside of that hit, there's one more hit up here in the water, and then, you know, one more would save from. So their bonus is actually really close to what Aphellion was able to do on their home server. Only about 100 points behind. We'll see this 100
Right, if they can keep
scratches.
this up, that'd be really good. The hunter does get a scratch and is able to go and get out of there. Still just distracting, and then he's going to go respawn with that jockey. So they do have a tri-cap with a boomer here, so pretty good setup. The hunter gets that respawn as a good here. They got to be careful. This hit, I feel like it's pretty important right now.
Yeah, if they can clutch this hit here, they're in really good shape.
Good pop. A triple charge coming out, though. They're not able to cap Nick, though. He gets 2 or 3 pounds on Coach, so that actually wasn't as bad. If the jockey or hunter landed on Nick and then followed up with a cap on the other guy, that would have been a lot better, but they just couldn't just cap Nick.
Yeah, they just jumped right by him. They just didn't seem to care that he was the only survivor up.
Did lower the bonus by like 170, though, already. There it was 480 before that hit, now it's 310, so still a good amount of damage done. But this is still looking pretty good for P&C if they can keep this bonus. They did shoot the witch while there's still Horde and spawns up right now. Nick gets pulled really far away forward. This is really bad. The witch is going to make it to her target too, which is Coach. Maybe. She's taking a really long time.
I've seen Coach win these.
Okay, he managed to stay alive there, but that was still a lot of damage on Nick. They lost another 100 bonus. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know if he meant to shoot the witch right there. That was surprising that he shot it while this still Horde and then 4 spawns as well.
Yeah, probably a little more aggressive than they needed to be there. It's unfortunate. They could have had a lot more points going into the safe from here, but they're still in pretty good shape. They just need to get here cleanly, take this one last hit.
Spit comes in, spits on Rochelle and Coach. That's actually a lot of damage. It's all the damage they're taking right now is like crushing their bonus too, and that's going to be an in-cap on Rochelle and a 3 boom on the other people. It shouldn't matter. It might get like a few more dings and stuff, but regardless, that'll be safe room for them. Yeah, that's going to be it. So the boom didn't really matter, but the hits towards the end there they were pretty big.
Yeah, they went from, it was about like a 480 bonus before like that, the third to last hit they took, down to like a 140 into the safe room. So, I mean, that's a pretty significant chunk of points in this campaign. But still a solid map for them. You know, I think they're only down by 1,000 points, which isn't bad. And depending on this tank spawn in this next map, I mean, if they can keep things within 1,000 points, I think they're in really good shape. Even 1,500.
I'd say 1,500 is kind of pushing it. It really just varies. I mean, it's so dependent on like.
Oh, look at the tank.
The game, like, just like 1 or 2 plays, like especially on like a 4-map campaign, just like 1 or 2 plays will win or lose you the game.
Yeah, I think at 1,500 they have a chance. They have a chance to win.
Sure.
But I think anything above that is going to be pretty tricky. But this is a super early tank spawn, and I don't like this tank spawn because it's just
I don't like fighting this. It's pretty. I don't know if nerve-wracking is the word I want to use, but it's like
with like the
makes
cars
me
and
nervous.
stuff. Yeah, with the cars and the no tanks, so that you can just. It's not hard to wipe here.
It's literally immediate. So he gets a single boom. The spit did not get in front of the door before that was up. The tank's gonna go and flip his car over here if I can get a view on him. He's gonna flip this car on over. Which, if you're the survivors, when I see that car over, I'm like looking for an opportunity to push. Obviously, you can't just push willy-nilly. But if we see an opening, they go forward, I'm going to take it. And the tank's actually going to commit right now. Really close to carring Coach, but there's still Horde, so he's going to be able to get that easy corner on Coach. If I'm the Infected, I'm waiting for that in cap. Looks like that's what they're doing. He's got a really good in cap on Coach. Going to need to punch him one more time. He's got 3,600 health, 1 survivor down, and 3 spawns right now with a 3 cap. That car's out of play, so that's not good. But the jockey goes in. He's got a nice separation jockey. Hunter and Charger still going in. Charger missing. The Hunter's just trying to wait to make a play. So he does not have to rush or pounce right now. They're going to wait and make the survivors come to Rochelle, which is what's going to be happening here. The Hunter needs to go. Oh, he doesn't get Nick in time, though. The car is in a really bad spot, too. It's like a really weird corner. He's not going to be able to get it into that corner. A nice pounce from Rochelle, but this tank's pretty much done, though, I think.
If he can delay right there, the car's perfect right there.
Oh,
They got the clear somehow. Oh man.
it could have been better. It's not terrible, but it could have been better.
Yeah, that Hunter played that really smartly. Just kind of staying alive and not committing to anything just yet. Had he got that 2 cap back behind that porta potty, like that would have been probably a wipe. That would have been huge.
Yeah, I mean, even if you could get a kill out of there, that would have been big on the away server. Alexi's letting his dogs out, so you could have just said that instead of typing it to me. But anyway, so their bonus now is down to 581. They have 2 people permanent bleeding and 2 pills left. I'm sure they'll find like a set or 2. That was fast. You could have just said it that you were doing that
I didn't want to ruin the professional.
instead of making me alt tab. That's less professional than making me alt tab.
Sorry, man. Yeah, the door's just right here. Yeah, on the bright side, we've had a pretty long and drawn-out game, and I'm hoping that because the tank was pre-event, they'll just kind of rush through this event.
Hopefully. One can hope.
Yeah, so it looks like this hit's going to kind of come in like as they enter this room
And
here.
they did find 2 sets of pills as well, so now they're back up to 4 sets of pills, which is usually you can find a set or 2 in this area.
Oh, nice. And not to jinx anyone, but Hota has 100 health.
Ooh, good clear on the Charger there. A few ticks of damage, but nothing crazy going on with that hit. They opted to, instead of going through the room, to jump over the railing on the left, which is a good idea. She did take her pills, and there's some extras there as well, so... Back to 4 sets. That should be all the pills they find, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a smart play. They had to have known that something was waiting for them in that room, so kind of just jumping out there gave them the advantage. It's more open area.
Where's the switch?
I'm looking. Is she in that like one corner?
Oh, she's like, yeah, she's way out of the way. Yeah. Hit going in here. Some separation on Rochelle there with that Hunter. I don't know why the jockey didn't go for the intercepts. He wanted to keep her in the spit instead, but missed his jock on her. But a few ticks of damage there. Bonus is at 531 now, so not getting too much. Spitter looks like wants to go respawn. That's what he's going to do. Unless Nick can pick her. Ooh, gets her.
That's a pretty big pick because with this Charger coming up, that's like the last big hit is like a charge spit in this event area. So without that spitter, that's going to really make it hard to get some damage on the survivors here. 4-point click.
Single boom coming out. Smoker getting cleared right away. Charger trying to line up a charge back. I would just take the damage at this point, but he misses his charge, gets killed off. Smoker's still up, and they have a Hunter that is up now. This witch isn't even going to be relevant. She's so far out of the way. So they're already by her. Bonus is at 523, so not really lowering it all very much. The Hunter is jumping up in the trees, trying to.
And probably the last attack here, too, and it's a pretty open area. I mean, the more the survivors push, the more open it gets. So they're in a really strong spot to kind of hold out and either force the infected to come in or just kind of wait out the event until, they clear all the commons. So we'll see what the infected want to do here. With that smoker spot, it looks like they want to maybe send something in here in a second, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Nick went for the melee ski, but wasn't able to get it. The pole landed for a tick there. Nick probably took like 6 or so damage. And that's going to be the hit. Bonus down to 495, and that should be it. Into the safety.
Yeah, so pretty good there for Aphellion to make that. Well, with that super early tank, another 1,000-point map. Point and click super close to getting that wipe there, just unable to land that last 2 cap there. And now you got to be worried though if you're them, because this is going to be a hard tank to kill.
Especially with high ping, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Didn't make it.
But this tank could make or break their game right now. So that's pretty scary.
Oh yeah.
Here are NA. Last hope for NA.
Are they the last hope for NA?
No, we still have Purple's team.
We always have purple.
True.
It'll also be
Revamped their whole roster too.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see who gets this tank. So only a 1-boom landing. And,
So Hoda is the tank, and I'm pretty sure Hoda is like known to be a really good tank. I'm pretty sure is that like that's like one of his things. You know how there's some players that are like have like the tank badge. You know, like if it's okay, they have like the tank badge, and I think Hoda would be one of those players. Like Killatoy and stuff. They're just kind of known to be good tanks. I'm pretty sure Hoda's on that list. I think Thug Life might be on that list too. I remember someone saying something about his tanks too. But either way, I know Hoda's a good tank. So he has taken about 300 damage right now. The hit is up. We'll see what they want to do here. They have a Boomer Charger jockey. Survivor's playing real close to the safe room because he does have that car over in the front area. His cars are in really, really good places right now. Boomer comes in, gets a single on Ellis, and lands the rock. Ouch, that's unfortunate.
So it looks like they're going to probably take this commit inside the safe room. Which, if that's the case, they need to get as much, free commit damage, yeah.
Which they're doing a decent job of. He's taken 700 damage already. He looks like he is going to commit with Horde in that last spawn coming up. He's going to leave his car there. He's taking 1,000 damage, and here he comes right now. They do have a spawn in the safe room as well. Charger lands on the coach. They should be able to clear that. Jockey's going to land here in a second. It does land. He's getting a multi, and that might be it. Yeah, that's going to be a white. The thing is with that tank, especially in a tight area, Nick's not even trying to shoot the hunter, and now he is. It's you're not gonna be able to shut down spawns with their ping, so you have to like really rely on a clear. That Charger had how much health? 23, and the jockey had 16. Both of those were so close to being dead.
And they gave that spawn up inside the safe room too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna take that tank in safe room, I think you got to keep someone in there the entire time so that they can't spawn in there, right?
But I don't know if their
Similar to-
original plan was to take it in safe room. I think just seeing where his cars were set up, that's what they ended up doing. I think it was more of like an audible. I don't know if that was the plan from the get-go.
I mean, you gotta assume that the car's gonna end up there, right? It's not like it's difficult to put a car in play there.
Yeah, but you can kind of like be situated well enough around it sometimes. Like the other tank flipped his car over too, but the survivors were already like out and around the area, so they could like even if you committed with the car, they're behind the poles on the side buildings and stuff. But they were still in that like starting area, so if they like pushed to try and get to where the other survivors were at the the other moment of commit, they would have had to like be directly face those cars. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm grabbing.
Hold on, you let one of my dogs in.
Okay. So a 2,000 point lead going into the finale here on Aphellion's home server. They see the hunter there for a second, do 10 damage to it. They have a tri-cap with a spitter. It's a pretty good setup, but this hit can be tough to land. But at the same time, I've also seen frag videos with this hit, so we'll see what happens. The hunter gets up in a tree. They're taking their really long time to come out of the safe room.
All right, I'm back.
It's okay, they haven't left safe room yet. Here they come. The hunter's coming in. Jockey and Charger going outside. The Charger missed the jockey guy. Spit's just going to spit to the back of the safe room instead of in front of the doorway. And they get 15 damage onto the board. So not terrible, but nothing to write home about, as they say.
Oh, and they do say that. We'll see this tank. You'd like to see a wipe for point and click just to kind of keep things interesting on this away game, but that's going to be kind of tough to do. And I think this might maybe they're going to push this tank. Maybe it spawns a little late. I know I would.
Yeah,
I
this
would like
tank's
to
not
see
fun
that.
to play.
No, there's hardly any fun tanks to play on Swamp.
That's true, honestly. It's really true.
It's like the early tanks on like map 1, 2, and 3. Like that's it.
I don't even like the early tank on map 1. It really
Yeah,
sucks.
I was just thinking that it's not even that fun.
Map 2 early tank I don't like either. It's all just wide open areas, like rock tanks. And if the other team does a good job of forcing you not to rock, then it's not fun at all.
Yeah.
But the Spitter just kind of went in and stacked. The Hunter has 118 health left. And if they go back, he's not going to be able to respawn. Oh, well, he became a tank, so it doesn't matter. Looks like they are going to push here, which is a bold play. The tank is moving up, so he might try and commit here on this little street. They do have separation with Coach here. They're going to pull him. Jockey separation in the back as well, but it's not going to be much capitalization. He gets a punch on Rochelle.
Oh, but this Hunter.
The Hunter could intercept this. He goes for the Milosk. He doesn't get it. He gets the clear on the Hunter. Just take Nick if you're that tank right now. Yep, he rocks Nick. Gonna punch him. He can punch one more time. That'll be the nope, not the incap. Just kidding. But he will go down. There's the incap on Nick and an incap on LS too. That's really good damage, I would say, for almost land that rock too. That's really good for that area for sure.
Yeah, that's solid damage. I like the push by the survivors. I think had they played it a little better, they would have taken less damage. But that's good damage there. That jockey is huge.
Yeah, they just kind of got a little separated. Coach went a little bit too far up, and they initially were trying to take advantage of that. And I think the survivors saw that. So all of them except Ellis, I guess. So they were like, "Oh, we got to catch up with Nick or Coach and clear Coach." But then Ellis was jockey in the back, and then they were too separated from him at that point. Boomer's gonna not land. It's popped. Jockey's dead. Smoker spawns, and they have a spitter. So looks like they just want to save those last two.
Yeah, see, I like what Coach is doing, pushing out wide right like that.
I didn't catch the
Because then that lets you kind of get in forward through the trees and whatnot, and that tank either, goes and hides behind the tractor, or he commits, right? Like he kind of. If he
Right,
falls,
and if
falls
you're the
back.
other survivors, then you gotta kite back down the street. Anywhere where you're kiting straight back on a tank, like down a corridor or something, always freaks me out.
Yeah, tanks
It can go
they die
poorly so
fast.
fast. It can, yeah. I mean, as a survivor though too, like it
Yeah.
can go really well. But if you catch something like a stumble or a charge forward, you're dead.
Yeah.
Y'all better kill them lights.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to say that.
No, it's fine. I think that's the kind of analysis people want to hear.
Yeah.
That's why they're tuning
Let me
in.
know what kind of analysis you want to hear in the next stream.
Yeah, dude, we're all about.
Strawpoll.me/
analysis. I hope someone burns the switch from like the top floor,
Miss me.
Where is she?
like right below the
Oh,
turret.
she's right. She's right by the little tricycle.
Yeah, I want to
It
see
probably
someone-
broke. She's probably crying.
Oh my god, that poor child.
Reloading.
Here comes the jockey coming in. He gets M2'd from a mile away by Nick. That was really weird looking. Charger's gonna come in and die. And Spitter's gonna spawn and not have anything to spit on. They still have that smoker. Looks like the smoker wants to set up with the witch. They do have 2 shotguns on Rochelle and Ellis. They are not triggering the witch yet. Smoker spawned. The witch got angry, and now Rochelle did shoot it while she was on top of the hedge. Or she's on the little area, and she jumps to the other area. She just doesn't want the tank. You don't crown in matches, dude. It's like crown in 2016 in a tournament. Are you serious? Like, are you crazy? Imagine you gonna throw your match on that, dude.
It's time for the witch to go.
Yeah, at this point, I would like witches to be in pugs, but if in matches, it's just a waste of time
Dude, Pug mod.
because they
please,
play it
there you
so dumb. I shouldn't say dumb, but like so. It
It's
just doesn't add anything.
Yeah,
It
at
just
this
makes the game
point,
take longer. And
We've seen how many witches, and I mean, would you say that anyone's like, oh, that was really skillful? That really added to the game.
or like, oh, that witch impacted the game.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of did impact the game as the hunter lands on Nick with some separation there. Spit actually didn't make it to him, and then it did, and still making it to him. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Nick just like he took a step. He could have just backed up and got out of spit. He walked forward into it and then stood there and kept getting hit and took another step forward, and then kept getting hit. He took another step forward into spit,
I could go for a nap right now.
and it just like disappeared, and then he stopped getting hit. So interesting.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, the map 2 on Point and click adventure survivor side, the witch was kind of important, I guess, because they shot at a really dumb time.
Yeah.
But the hit goes in there. Oh, I thought Nick was in spit again, but he's not. He was for a second. Because they shot it while there was like horde and 4 spawns. So then she like played an impact there because Nick got separated and Coach had to back up because he shot the witch and stuff. But yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care that much either.
Boomer gets
surviving
popped. God.
I was gonna say we're gonna see him kind of hang out here for a little bit with with A-Spawn forcing the second tank, not the first tank. You know they're gonna be here for a little bit.
Yeah, still got another hit or two. They're taking, I mean, some damage. They're not taking any damage. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So the same thing backwards.
I mean, Hota and Super have taken some damage. They were pretty high after that tank. Either way, they're still in pretty good shape. They don't need to, pill on those 2 guys with perm health just yet. And we got 3 sets and stack going in.
Oops.
Just a little bit undercoat. I'm sorry.
Ooh, the chest bump. It's a lot of damage though. They're hitting that damage bonus pretty hard. Their bonus was 669 last time I checked, and now it's 538. I don't remember when the last time I checked was. But the damage bonus went down from 56 to 32. That helped. Great lighting, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Didn't it used to be illegal to play this event
On
out
the
on top of the
hedges?
hedges? Yeah. Like way back in the day?
I think, I'm not sure if it may have been, or it may have also just been the big hedges, like on the side, the big long straight ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like next to where Rochelle is. Or maybe it was just all the hedges. I feel like it maybe was just all the hedges, but I honestly don't know. It also used to be illegal to send the tank AI on finale. The finale event tank, it used to be illegal to send it AI. So that's also a thing. But, they decided to allow people to have more fun, so they let them jump on the hedges and send tanks AI.
Yeah. You watch me kill these common as they climb up his head.
Whoa, nutty.
Oh, and a great spit deny there.
Spit
They won't be
deny.
going on those hedges for a while. So we're just kind of waiting for this tank.
Nice boom. I thought it was 2. But a single boom, Hunter gets skeeted. The tank is up now in the hands of Lucky Lock. And since they are outside, it spawns behind the fence as opposed to on the roof. So they know it's back there. They can't quite see it through the fence, but they're shooting roughly where it sounds. Let's spec Nick. He's getting some nutty plays right now.
Yeah, great
The tank
directional
looks like
audio.
directional audio. Listen, the tank is committing right now. They have a 3 cap with the Smoker Jockey Charger. Smoker coming in, gets a pull. Rochelle does get the jump off before getting punched. She flies away. So she's gonna stay alive. The jockey's dead. Charger's coming in, getting some punches. Ends up dying. The tank that's gonna be a pretty tanky. Gets one more punch, gets an in-cap on Ellis. Ellis will be black and white, but the door's gonna explode here pretty soon. Hoda only gets 65 damage on the tank. He got pulled and then punched away and then killed the Smoker. Yeah.
Yeah, he was chasing that Smoker down, which is a smart play. You don't want to give that Smoker a chance to repull you away from your teammate. And he had the advantage in that situation, so you can't be mad at that. He did no damage, but yeah, this is gonna be it. They're gonna make this. They're gonna get a little bit of bonus. And
Nice ski.
Yeah.
Shut down. It's impossible to do damage with this hit unless you're that Charger and you somehow get that spawn between Coach and Nick. I don't know how he spawned there.
I don't know either. I think he got lucky that I think Coach is just like behind like a certain like pillar that just gave him the spawn. I don't know.
So you're gonna see him make this finale, and let's see their total score: 4,036. So about 1,000 points a map.
Yeah, that's Swamp Fever for you.
Unless you're playing with Red Ping.
Yeah, unless you're playing with High Ping, then it's not.
They need to wipe. I feel like on their home server. One second, stretch.
I'll take it.
Ugh, I just stretched my back.
Yeah, they're gonna need a couple of a wipe on map 3 for sure, and then they need to really match the map 1 performance too, where they need either a wipe or a ton of damage early on. I definitely think that point and click can do 4,000 points on their server. I just holding, their opponent to, under 1800 is going to be tough.
Careful. A hunter's around.
Or under 2000, I should say.
Jockey coming in, gets cleared right away. This Hunter's going for a DP, gets speeded, spat on nothing. Charger coming in, lands on Nick, gets the 10 damage, doesn't get a slam. So good clears there. If that Charger didn't land, it would have been a real good shutdown. 17 damage on the board, pretty close to the 15 we saw from the first half. Now I'm curious if these survivors will push forward or go back when the tank spawns here.
I think it depends a lot on if they hold spawns here or not.
Right.
And also, I mean, you have the higher ping. I think it's sort of natural to play a little more cautiously. So maybe they'll just kind of go back. But if they attack you, which they're going to, I'd love to see them go for it on the Sank. This Boomer's going to be important, though. If it does not land, then they can definitely push the Sank.
I'm going to assume Super is going to get the tank. No, wait, did he have a tank yet?
I don't think he has.
No, he is the tank. So the tank is up, and they're going to go back because they have 3 spawns with it.
Reloading.
So we'll see what happens here.
They need to be a little careful because Aphellion has shown us they can play the rock tank pretty well. They've got a lot of patience.
Reloading.
The Hunter's like up in a tree. Why can't he get to the tank right now? There it is. I wanted to see him hit the log, but it's too late.
That log's in a not so good spot.
Look out now!
So that tank's got first pass still. Sorry, go ahead.
They added a little like baby hedge to jump on. You see that?
No, I did not know that
That's
actually. I know they added. Well, they didn't add that log. That log's just there. That's interesting. That's good to know. The Hunter gets a 1 DP. A Tricab lands for a quick second. He's gonna take that rage rock on the pulled guy. No damage, but he does get his rage back to 100%. You can get on that roof too. That one. That's new.
Reloading.
You could get on that roof before, but not like the way he was going before. You had to.
Really?
You had to climb on like the big hedge and then like walk around it and jump up. They had a little baby hedge there, which is a nice touch, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not against it. He's only lost 5% rage in between hits here. I guess he's losing it now, but he doesn't take much chip either. He's still at about 5,500 health.
See this boomer spawn right here?
I did see it, but it's too far away. He gets popped. Rock coming in, misses it. Hunter gets some good damage on Tool though. So once again, they're taking a little too much chip for these rock tanks. And they're gonna try and push them or LOS in the room. Looks like they're LOSing in the room. Tool had to wait for that rock though. Oh no, they're pushing him now.
Yeah, I like this play here.
Surrounding him. Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, down 1,000 health, and he's about half on that first path.
And they make it back to the good area for the hit, so that's the smart rotation back in time. The hit is going to come in here. This one's going to the safe room to get ammo, but he's a little separated. They pull and then charge him. The rock's on its way in. It was a little shy, but that's a lot of damage on Lucky Lock and a good amount of damage on Han. This rock's coming in here. Didn't land, hit the hedge. But they do have one bleeding now. A little bit of a miscommunication, it looked like there. It looked like a couple of them were going back for ammo, and then a couple of them weren't, so.
Yeah, Ellis is giving the tank sight while, chipping with the shotgun. I would like this. They could have LOS pretty hard back there and put him on second path.
I'm reloading.
I like how he apologized in team chat for not to everyone.
Yeah, that's like multiple times. One of the spectators has set a bind. That's like the 3rd or 4th time in one game. How do you hit your binds that much?
I actually don't have any binds, so I'm not very funny.
I don't have any either. I only had one for a long time, and it was Cygnus saying, "Well, peace, guys. Have fun with your dead game." That was the whole bind. They do get a 1 boom, and they're kind of stuck in this here. Oh, that multi. They got like stuck in that funnel area. And he goes for that early punch on Ellis, but doesn't get it. He's got this corner on Ellis. He's got 1,500 health. That's going to be a lot of damage. It's an incap on Ellis. Coach is going to get cleared. Hunter's coming in. Here comes a rock. Misses the rock. That would have been even bigger.
This thing needs to die right now.
Ooh, almost got that nutty curve rock. Tool's going to get punched a lot. Oh, that damage. Oh boy. He's got no ammo. Gets that rock on the Han. Still got 500, almost 600 health left. He's going to get on that roof. He's second pass, but this is not going well for their survivors right now. That's going to land probably. I hope it hit the corner.
Yeah, they really can't afford to fight here. I mean, they're not going to make this finale with this health. They at least need to get more than 70 points. I mean, they gotta know he's low health. They should really just stay inside
Right.
the house. I mean,
Yeah. Dang, gets that. I almost would have left him pulled there. They didn't get the damage from the rock.
I don't mean to be scared of none.
But yeah, they need to go forward as soon as they pick him up right now. But Nick is now black and white. Rock lands on Rochelle.
I'm about to die. Reloading.
Coach is at 1 HP. So he's not going to be able to push him very quickly here. Thanks at under 300 health. Goes for the rock on Ellis really close there. Ellis is the only one moving fast because he has pills, or took pills rather. Rock coming in from downtown, doesn't land it. Charger coming in, lands on Ellis but gets cleared. Jockey somehow got like M2'd from a mile away. Boomer lands a 2-boom, so they're still rolling forward here. They took that hit and aren't dead yet. Coach might catch this rock? No. Coach is still at 1 HP, so he's moving real slow, but they're still trying to just get forward. They're starting to gain points now.
that's good. Also, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark for this game.
We still got another whole game to go.
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like the other one would be longer because one team might be able to survive better. Coach does go down in the back. A nice clutch ski by Azula right there. That would have been real bad if he got pounced right there. But he does end up clearing the smoker.
Hey, get your ass
He
up
can
now.
catch a rock for this if he really wants to. He has the health to, and that was his chance to not to get him up.
Yeah, I
Probably.
need to commit to it because
Can he skeet it?
Oh,
Ooh,
the logs. Logs take care of that.
nice play. Tank is eventually going to die. Their lucky lock finishes them off. The other two survivors are way in the front, trying to get that distance. Tool's at 1 HP, and Han will be very shortly. Because the other two survivors are catching up. They're just trying to get as many points as they can here. They can somehow make it to those 4 pills. Oh, Tool just died. I forgot he's black and white.
Shit, oh shit,
If they
man.
can make it to those 4 pills, they might be able to take another couple of hits, but we'll see. He goes down up top, so it's up to the 2 survivors down below right now. The Boomer gets popped. A good pop by Azula there.
For the love of God, someone help me!
The piss out of me.
Jockey and a Charger. Looks like Jockey wants Coach. Coach is going to get effed up. I think he's out of ammo as he's using pistols. So is Ellis. That is not good. That Boomer and whatever that first thing was is going to get another spawn. Yeah, this is not looking good. That's going to be it, yeah. Hey, he left the game and that little Charger glitch thing happened.
Nice.
Oh, I need some help!
Ooh, Ellis is still up. Get him, bot Ellis.
I need some help.
I'm going in. I'm in.
I'm hurting.
No, go, yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't. 'Cause I
Dude, where are you at? What the fudge? Oh, I can't because I'm caster. I can't even jump in.
I didn't want to like ruin the scores, and then someone like I don't know.
Like they had Alexi ringing. I think this was down there. So
Alright,
we got
so
another whole game to go.
I'm gonna get
So,
the pickup on the coach here. There's really no SI to stop me, so that's one. And I'm gonna get Wake My to Rochelle now. No, coach is gonna get Rochelle. Oh, you left. It's just me in here.
yeah, it wouldn't let me play. I didn't.
Uh.
I thought you left. I thought I saw you leave. Sorry, I'm rejoining because they're not in the server yet.
Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do.
Ostraki was a left-footed 2 team. So
I need a shotgun.
all right, let me spectate here.
I'm playing in windowed mode, and it's really dark. I can't really see anything.
I play in one of mode. That's all I play. People always complain about it, but I don't
It
know
also
anything
like
else.
it messes my monitor up, like refresh rate or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I
it
don't
makes it
have
like
that
really
issue.
choppy. Alright, you ready for this?
Hey, look out!
Yeah, I'm ready.
I don't know if I'm fast enough.
I don't think you are.
No, definitely not.
I need some help!
Coach and Michelle are on the way though. So we're waiting for them to get another server
Oh
up.
man,
Oh, looks like they have it.
should have went.
Looks like
out.
they have the other server.
I was scared that.
Yeah,
the
you should've got
bots-
the
I
post
thought the
first.
bots might mess it up.
Then like Startle the Witch.
All right, well, enough for that.
You copied the 12 out of Jerome 212. Come on, dude.
You are a man of action. Where the hell
I can't
are
believe none of you were gonna shoot him.
Dude, did you see the
Might be started now. Oh, because it already started.
new Left 4 Dead 1 map that got released?
What?
Yeah, apparently Turtle Rock had like an unreleased map that like
Who did?
wasn't Turtle Rock, the guys that made Left 4 Dead 1.
Okay.
and they released
Did
it.
they make Left 4 Dead 2?
No. That's why all
Different people made Left 4 Dead 2, really?
yeah, that's why all the Left 4 Dead 1 kids are like, well, Left 4 Dead 2 is so bad.
You know
Left
what?
4 Dead was the best. Turtle
No
Rock.
more helicopters.
Alright. Didn't they make Evolve, too?
Yeah.
Shit.
Isn't that like a really good game?
Like the best game. If Ninja is, I don't know if Ninja's still here, but Ninja was actually on this like really good Evolve team.
Wasn't Hib on that team?
Yeah, I think it was like Hib. I think,
And X-Spy?
yeah, XY was their monster.
Yikes.
Was
dude.
Simi on it too, or no? I don't remember.
I don't know. It already sounds so good. You might as well just throw Simi on there.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I think Prodigy Sim was on there too. I
Big
think.
fan of Turtle
And
Rock
maybe Icy
already.
Inferno, maybe? I
Maybe.
don't remember. Oh yeah, Viva La Bad. I remember that.
I don't know who that is.
It's this girl that she used to stream Left 4 Dead too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just like puppet and stuff, but Ninja like play with her sometimes. She plays
Huh.
H1Z1 now, and she gets a decent amount of viewers. By decent, I mean like 80 to 100 sometimes. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it's more than decent. I would say decent's in like the 20 to 30 range.
Yeah, I guess it's if you start comparing it to like partnered people, it's I guess a little low. I don't know.
I mean, you need it. I think they recommended like 100 concurrent viewers or something to get
Yep.
partnered. What just happened? Did your game go black?
No, it like respect me.
Okay,
It just said you
my
connected,
game is black.
which is
Wait,
I
perfectly
don't know why
fine.
it's black. I just set you as a caster.
I'm just gonna disconnect it.
If your game is black, there's nothing wrong with that. Just so you guys know.
Thank you.
So I hope someone wrote down all the spawns.
I
This
just didn't.
this first tank spawn it's pretty close. It's like 30. I think this one I think is like 34
Oh, hold
or
on. I
something
need
last
to
game. I don't know.
change my video settings. Let's check this again. Dude, my brightness is jacked up. When I put it in, to fix my HUD, I have to put it at full screen and then back to windowed, no border.
Yeah.
And when it's on full screen, it's so much brighter. It's so ugly looking.
It's about being able to see everything.
I don't care. I just don't want to look at that. It's like grainy. That's how bright it is. I can turn it down, but I don't play on it, so I don't even. I think I just turned it up while it was like unwindowed, and I was like, I don't notice any difference. And then I found out that you can't turn it up, so it's just turned way up because I wasn't noticing a difference on Windows. But anyway, I'm ready to go.
I am also ready to go.
I didn't even write down the score of the first game. I just know they won by about 3,000.
Yeah. I
Good
guess you're right.
commentary.
Damn, that's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points. 3,000 points on 4 maps.
Man, I really hope that the other team isn't like discouraged and this game goes really fast because of it.
At least they used the same roster. They didn't bring out their NA roster for away.
That is, yeah, that's a good thing. I just wonder what the pings would have been if everyone just used New York. Because it's like, they have, what, 3 guys from California
The
or
thing
something?
is, though, you have to understand, is that home away isn't about balance. It's about screwing the other team over. Like, who can get away with screwing the other team over more? So
Yeah.
if you're a Russian team, and you can play a game where you all have 5 ping, and you're playing a team that's like, let's say Germany, and they have to play with like 90 ping, but you could find a server to where you both have about 70 or 60. Why wouldn't you want to play a game with 5 ping when you can?
Yeah, I mean, it's all
you
about,
know?
it's all about showing your true skill. And at 5 ping, you can do that.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's really not about, like, because the South American team that we ended up getting a forfeit win against because they got DQ'd because they had a couple of hackers on their team, I guess. Like, we got screwed so hard in that matchup. Because the one game, they get, like, 150 ping to our, like, 50. And then we get 250 to their server to their, like, 20. Like, that's not even close, but that's just how it has to happen because it's
Yeah.
away.
That sounds about right.
In my opinion, my professional opinion is you should just pick where you host the tournament. So if it's an NA tournament, play on NA servers. If it's an EU tournament, everyone plays on EU servers. Just pick where the
Yeah, but
tournament is.
then there's always those like 3 people that are like, I would sign a team up, but it's not home and away.
Oh, Doesn't
then
matter, dude.
and then I see like on Twitch like people.
But then you have players like you that won't sign up because it's home away, and
Yeah.
games take 6 hours to play.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here and play.
So either way,
6-hour
you're
games.
losing players.
Yeah, but then like you'll see like because like all the Euro tournaments like they don't get posted on L40 Nation, right? So they just have like their own like tournament. And they don't make them home away for us. What the fuck?
Yeah, like Frag Pipe wasn't home away, and that had a $10,000 prize pool. It was just a European tournament, and no one was like, "Oh, it's home away. I want $10,000." Like everyone was just, you just accepted it. It's just a European tournament. That's just what happened.
Yeah.
But now everyone's like, "I want home away so I can be the best player in the world." I don't even know, dude. This just takes so long. It's so unnecessary. But if there's
Yeah.
anything I've learned from trying to schedule home and away games, it's that
Oh, it's the worst.
logic doesn't exist in
It is the worst.
enemy players.
My favorite was when we played in my first tournament when I was on the room was one of like the EQ Cups or whatever. And 3 weeks in a row we had like Russian opponents, and they could only play like 8 in the morning for us, and like on like a Wednesday. And I was like, "Are you guys kidding me? Like, this is the only day you can play." And back then, like Steve was scheduling the matches, and Steve was just super like passive. He's like, "Okay, whatever." Like he didn't try to be like, "No, this is fucking stupid." And then I remember I think we won the first two, and the third one, they were like, "We can only play on Tuesday at like 8 a.m. your time." So we were like, "All right, whatever, dude." So like it was like 6 a.m. for Ninja. Like I don't think he even went to bed. And they didn't show up. We waited like 2 hours for them, and then we were like, "All right, we're just gonna take a forfeit win because fuck you guys." And then like they got all like mad, like, "Why are you taking a forfeit win?" And like the admins were like, "You guys need to reschedule your match." I'm like, "No, fuck you guys."
Honestly, the Left 4 Dead 2 tournaments are just a giant shit show pretty much every time. Kiss Me's ran pretty well, more or less, except for the whole debacle where the 16-year-old kids wanted to like throw and then got in trouble and because they were playing Bravo's team or something, and then Bravo's team wasn't being professional. Like, I don't even know. Like,
Oh, I kind of remember that. I don't know.
you know what I mean? Like, outside of just idiots being idiots, that's always gonna happen. But the thing is, like in CS:GO, that like in actual games, like that stuff just doesn't fly. But that's because there's no like consequence here. You know, like an actually good CS:GO player can still be an idiot. Don't get me wrong, but like they can't get away with doing as stupid as stuff that people do.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah,
That's a ship show.
yeah, but it's like a fun chip show.
So much fun, dude.
Yeah.
The most fun out of any of the matches we played in this tournament was the one where we played with a bot. Not even joking. That's probably the most fun I had in any of our matches.
Was it really?
Probably.
Nice. I'm glad I could be there for that one.
I don't know what's happening. It's just AFK at the moment.
I think they're trying to figure out the tank. Someone's trying to set the tanks to the right. Well, I remember, I think it was the EQ tournament where they had where like the admins like picked the tank and witch spawns for every map, and it just loaded like you hit like commanded it would just set it for the entire campaign.
Really?
Which I thought was really smart for them in a way.
No, Visor doesn't like that, dude. Get rid of it. If Visor didn't code it, then it's not smart. Like,
Do you remember?
hello?
Do you remember when people wanted to like know the first set of spawns, and his solution was to play the bacteria sounds?
Instead of just printing it in chat like it is now.
Yeah, they were like, it's like a skill to know the song. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, honestly, like I forget who said this, but I completely agree with it. Someone said the game was at its best when Project Sim was like at the helm. I think it was Shade actually who said that, but I agree with it actually. He said the game was at its best when Project Sim like made all of the executive decisions, which I still agree with. Project Sim was our best coder. just because he was like not an idiot and was level-headed about stuff.
Yeah, but another big thing though is he had enough respect though to where he could kind of just do like whatever, and people were just like, all right, he knows better than me.
Yeah, but I mean, with that though, his ideas weren't stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I'm not saying Jacob's were either. I didn't play for most of Jacob's reign, but like, Prodigy was very good. I appreciate this. I liked his configs the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get the point of removing all the stuff they've removed, but it kind of takes away a little bit, you know?
I don't know. It is what it is. I was really happy for Prodigy when they made Confoggle a mutation too, like an official mutation. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought I was happy for him. And they're doing what I said they should do in that first half. Dane got the exact same tank that he had last game. And they're pushing him here they're doing work. They've been 2,000 chip already. He's 10 more than that. They're just lighting him up. They popped that boomer. And he's second pass with 3,400 health left.
Yeah, with that boomer getting out pretty early, yeah, they were able to stay there extra long. And I think this is where it comes into where the ping advantage, they're just more comfortable playing these pings than they were earlier.
Right. They could have gotten some massive chipping right there, but they kind of missed their chance. He's down to 3,300 health. He's going to have to commit his second pass unless they just go for a rock here. Looks like he is going to commit. This could be big here. Oh, Rochelle's right next to a car, but he's not going to be able to take advantage of that. Unless the jockey can get her? Nope. That's going to probably be about it. It should be at least. 1,600 health. Second pass, 30% rage. 1,000 health. I would go forward if I were them right now. Where's this car forward? It's way up there. It's way up there. Looks like they're going to opt to take this stuff. But his second pass with 500 health. He is not looking good right now.
Yeah, I think they're smart to wait. They know that Boomer's probably coming up. He's going to miss that rocket spawn. So I think they're okay just kind of waiting out here in the open. They've got no real... They've got no real reason to kind of push forward.
Distance. 3 spawn.
We'll get that.
Tank's not going to do anything. So now this is like in a weird, awkward spot. Ooh, it almost landed. If that landed, I would have been so right.
I mean, I don't know if I would have pushed that far back. Maybe you're just going almost. I don't know, man. I get why they didn't want to.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Reloading. We should search the houses for.
But that is really good. Much better than their home server. That tank actually was a no-hitter. So the 25 from Hoda is on something else because he was not the tank. So they're looking real good right now, and my spec cut went away. Maybe I just didn't have it, I don't know. But they cleared that hit really, really well. The Charger gets 0 damage. Jockey shut down. Spit has nothing to spit on. So they're going to start this event, and I would assume start going back towards safe from here.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, they're off to a great start. And even, like, you look at the pings, they've got 2 players with higher ping than I thought they'd have. But this is a really good start. That tank did nothing, like you said. And this event is probably not going to do much either. Like, they will have 1 hit here on the run pack, which might do something. And I mean, other than this, it's just going to kind of be sitting there waiting for stuff to happen, you know. So that 1 boom lands, and that's probably better for the survivors. All the hordes focus on their coach.
Oh, the horde's really not going to catch them anyway when they're running back like this, because they're just outrunning him anyway. And all the spawns are in front. So no real damage there either.
Yeah, some really quick clears here by point and click, and they've got a lot of work to do. I mean, they, like you said, almost a 3,000 point differential from the first game, so they essentially wiped early on 2 maps, and that's rough. So they need like a 1,500 point map here to start. That really kind of set the tone for them.
Yeah. The thing is, they have to follow it up with really good SI play too, which is going to be the harder part, I think, because these are all really good survivor players. I'm not saying they're not good SI players, but the other team is also very good survivor players, so it's harder to get hits off on them.
Yeah, no, you're right, but I will say
they do have higher ping.
I will say I thought they did pretty well on Infected last game. You know, I mean, 4,000 points is a lot for Swamp. I mean, I guess that's kind of what you want to get. You want to average 1,000 points a map on Swamp. But you look at, some of the other games we saw. There was one game, I think, the team scored like 6,700 points.
Really?
I think so, yeah. It was nuts.
Interestingly enough, they did move forward before the horde was fully over. Hyper V freaked out there for a second. Hunter landed on Coach for a second. He's got some common on him. That's going to be some spit damage. Toll goes out for a few ticks as well, so that's actually the most damage they've taken all game. Because they moved forward before the horde was fully over. So they had some comment on him. Coach had comment on him in the spit when he got up. But that's going to be the event, and now they're going to go forward, start this button.
Yeah, I wonder how the pill spawns are going to work too. I wonder, maybe that could influence the game.
That's true. Home away has different pill spawns.
You just got different pill spawns. Like that's four.
I never thought about that.
That's 4 different chances for like common to come from different areas. That's 4 different chances for witches to do dumb things. Like open away is so silly.
Dude, fudging in our Russian game, they didn't bug every single witch, but literally every single witch got bugged.
Yeah.
We didn't have a single witch that did anything correctly.
Even
Even one that got a swipe because it was in his face, swiped once and then bugged out.
Let's roll.
So it looks like most of the SI sitting on the right side. This witch. Now this
shooting the witch. It's a nutty play. It's on those barrels. Han's coming in. He gets pounced. She's gonna get a swipe. She hits him. He's gonna go down. I don't know if he meant to shoot that.
This witch wasn't there on the other game though, right? Like.
Nope.
See, that's I don't.
Where was the witch in the other game?
I don't remember, but she wasn't there.
She wasn't there.
She was right in the beginning. It was like a 13% wit.
Oh really? Oh yeah, it was, and they ran back and it bugged on the car both times.
Yeah. And because the tank was spawned was early, the witch couldn't spawn there because the witch can't spawn within so many percent of a tank.
I'm gonna reload.
No, dude, this is balanced.
Yeah. Really
this is why we play 2 games
really
when we could just play 1.
Here.
The boom getting a single boom. Hunter landing for a second gets cleared. Shawl is going to get cleared from that smoker, and that's going to be the hit. Their bonus dropped, though, I think a couple hundred almost. It's down to 731.
About 200 points. Because they were at like the mid 900s, and now they're in mid 7s, so.
True.
That sucks. I mean, they need a bunch of points, and they just lost a bunch of points.
To be fair, Han did misplay that. I don't know why he shot it when he did, but I totally agree that it's not exactly the epitome of balance to have the witch in completely different places. The spawn's coming in, can't really do anything when they're in this wide open area, so they just kind of got bowed down.
Yeah, so that's the safe room. 722 bonus, which is that's a good bonus, but 950 is a lot better, yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens on Infected side here. If they can get a wipe with that early tank, then we're talking about something happening here.
And that witch may come to benefit them. Maybe they don't wipe it tank, but maybe they can get a wipe with a witch or something, you know?
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
I can't wait until like that witch like plays a part and then they dispute it. And then we get to cast the 3rd game! Yes!
What are we at? We're at 2 hours, 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, the game started.
So definitely going to be over 2.5. I think over 3 is still definitely going to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think the 4 is what we really got to keep our eye on.
Yeah.
That's really what's going to be the question mark.
Yeah, I sat down at 3 o'clock my time, so 2 hours, 15 minutes in.
Hey, I'm reloading.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, this will be an interesting tank. I mean, this tank, you know, you can wipe on it if the hitables go just right. You know, if you land like a huge boom, but it's tough and
it's hard to wipe. Yeah, especially against good players. Like it's easier in a pug where like they'll catch rocks and stuff.
Yeah, they'll go like let's behind a car and just rock the car and like I wonder, since we've seen 2 tanks go really poorly on top of that warehouse roof, I wonder if we're going to see someone go to the gas station roof, which I like a little more myself. I think that's a little safer.
I agree. I mean, I like it if, I don't know, I guess the more I think about it, the more I do kind of prefer it, because they can't push you as well as they can on the other side. And I like the other side if they don't push you, but if they push you, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, you just get destroyed.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and I like the gas station roof. I feel like your commit's shorter. You're getting in a little faster because if you're committing from the warehouse, like no one's standing near there because that garbage can's there, you know, like. But if you're on gas station roof, like they're just by that generator, like you're a lot closer.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But yeah, we'll see what happens though.
I mean, maybe the idea though is there's not really more spawns now I think about it, but let's say that car's there. there's maybe a spawn on the car, and then you got somebody rocking it off the roof. Maybe your spawns are just easier to get in. Could you make that argument if you commit from the warehouse? That the
You could,
spawns
yeah.
are easier to support off of Wilson's
Yeah.
gas station?
I think the rocks are easier to hit from the warehouse, probably. You kind of have, because where they stand usually, at least where they're going to LOS, you kind of have better spawns too.
If you're on the warehouse? Or-
Yeah. Yeah, because they're going to be like behind the
Yeah,
fence
because you're
and
right on
stuff.
top of their head. Yeah. You can rock it in.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the gas station's a little more
It's safer for
consistent.
sure.
Yeah.
And if you really want to, you can drop down and push that dumpster that's right there in.
Yeah. It depends
They're
too,
not gonna
like
push you.
where you're gonna hit your hittables too. 'Cause, yeah, you have an extra dumpster back there. That's why it's nice to have one hittable like inside the gas station area, so they can't really take control of that area.
Where should I order my pizza from?
You have Jet's Pizza, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's one super near me anymore. Because there
No.
was one, but it burned down.
Oh, damn, that's some fire
Yeah.
pizza, dude.
I don't really like Jets very much.
What's
Do
like
they even
their
have?
website,
They have to have online ordering too.
Jets does.
It does.
I remember when they opened a Jets here, I like mentioned it to you. You're like, oh, do we have Jets here? It's good. And I was like, oh, dude, let me get that. And I got it, and it was good. If you're gonna order from like the big three, or big four, I guess.
What's the big three or big four?
Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, and Little Caesars.
Fudge Papa John's and Fudge Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars. I mean, $5 ready up is nice, but
Plus, I can't.
oh, nice.
It needs to deliver.
Check out.
Oh, we got a
seeing
sub, dude.
Substitution. Nice. We're gonna see
The NA sub on the NA server. And then Goonjubas coming in too.
This is incredible. Really showing us how fair the home away system is. This is the dumbest thing. This is so stupid.
Well, why wouldn't you sub him, Alexi? He has green ping.
This shouldn't be allowed.
I got these pills.
I'm upset. I'm triggered. Why am I not an admin?
Because he didn't even play in the tournament, let alone want to admin it.
I should run for Left 4 Dead President.
Who would the competition be? Prodigy Sim, Rails, Barlow, Fig?
No, I don't think anyone would want to. Maybe Fig. Fig likes playing.
Weapons over here.
I think Peace'em has too much fun playing Overwatch with Ninja. That's like all they do. Every time I go to Ninja's mom, he's always playing Overwatch.
Reloading.
Oh, and Vol, yeah. Vol.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vol pretty much is present right now, right?
Reloading.
Yeah, no, Vol's a good dude. I like Vol.
Reloading.
Wait, you're
Yeah,
an
dude, I
admin?
mean, well, they got... Wait, what? I'm not an admin or
No,
anything.
Prodigy, you're a tournament admin,
Oh.
right? Dude, I'm putting you, yeah, right? For Ghost, call you Ghost, I guess. You can speak. Go ahead, speak up.
It's
We're about to put you on blast. Why is this allowed? Why are they allowed to bring in
We should search the
a
house
sub
for supplies.
and not use the same roster for both home and away?
Whoa, Hyper-V's freaking out.
God.
There's
Check
nothing
the
in the
tick rates.
specific rules barring a team from using one of their
Having
roster players at any
3
given
NA.
time.
See, that used to be a rule in some of the home and away tournaments. Is
Dude,
you
this
had-
is
you had to
20
use the
tick
same
right
roster.
now.
Yeah, there's nothing in
oh,
this
yeah, you're-
rule set apparently with it, so it's allowed.
That's dumb.
No, it's strategy apparently.
It's nerdigy is what it is.
Yeah, well, that too.
Oh, he's getting on the gas station, like you said.
Yeah, so that's good.
So here's what happened. You can make the joke. Oh, they gave up 1,200 points. Time to bring in the green ping.
Right?
But at the same time, I'm sure they'll hear this and say, "Oh, Hoda had to go. Hoda, internet is freaking out." Like any reason as to why he could no longer play.
I don't
So
know.
I mean, you're just starting an endless argument if you start calling
If that's the case-
Aphellion nerds and blah 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 whatever.
If that's the case, they should have played one game on New York.
If they didn't know he was gonna start lagging.
Was he lagging, or is it just because he has?
I don't
time
know.
like
I'm
everyone
just
else
giving.
has
I'm
time
making
thing?
excuses for everybody. I'm just making the excuses that will
that's a
happen.
great
Nice 3 boom. That rock landing on the green ping. Oh,
Eating the rock, I cannot believe it.
oh, he fell off the roof though. He wanted to follow it up,
no.
but that was a mistake.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a good amount of damage for that. Dude, Hyper-V is a joke. This is 20 tick.
No, if you ask Weiser, it's fine though. It's not his fault.
The only LA servers are Hyper-V, right?
I don't know. Like Weiser.
Both LA servers are both Hyper-V, yes.
Yeah. Why? Hyper-V has been broken for like months.
That's above my pay grade.
It's been broken for like a really long time. Like since Dusty gave you the servers, I think it's been broken. That was a long time ago. But the tank is still first pass. He's got 4,700 health. The Charger's just gonna die. He spawned way too early. Hunter's coming in here. Boomer! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, didn't get it. And the Rock missed as well. And they're lagging around because Hyper-V. So they're gonna try and LOS this tank some more.
Was it lagging last side though?
It lags like here and there. It's kind of like spotty, yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, it's Hyper-V, dude. That's called skill.
I thought Hyper-V was award-winning.
I mean, Visor will run your server for you if you want. Like, if you pay him, he'll run your server, and you can have this. I shouldn't even make fun of Visor as much as I do, because I really don't know the man at all. I literally never talked to him. But that's intentional. I don't wish to speak with him after how I see that he carries himself.
Yeah, that's another nice team, though. Supra, the only player not to get boomed by that. And Tank is still first pass. We're going to see if he can sell it.
He took a lot of chip again, though. He's at
wants to roll in.
4,200, and looks like he does want to roll in here. He's struggling to make his way to the dumpster. He hits his car into an awkward spot. Let's see what he does here. He's pushing in. He's got a nice pull there. He gets the punch. He's going to get safe, though. He's going to hit Nick with the dumpster. And the nice start. Oh, is it a 3-cap? He can get Rochelle. And oh, the guy got cleared. He cleared the smoker. So clutch. That would be a wipe if Coach did not self-clear. He should try and get a kill right now, but it looks like he's going to hit the dumpster away from him instead.
Yeah, the low ping.
Dang. I thought he had a Coach. I didn't know he got that self-clear.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
But not exactly healthy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see another sub. I know they still have a... Isn't Premier's also on the roster?
Reloading.
He is, yeah.
Okay, I'm done making ping joke. That car is making a nice spawn for the Charger.
That's true.
Oh, and the server's not
Oh, he didn't go for a shell. He should have gone for a shell, but yeah.
Yeah, Azula really doing a really nice job here with this tank, getting a ton of damage. Yeah, definitely used to be elite.
What tournament was it? What that happened to me? I think it was one of the CCT tournaments.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think I played in the tournament that happened.
But so right now their bonus is 435, which is 300 lower than their other teams already. So that's good, but they need to do more because they need to make up a lot.
I will say this is a smart play for the survivors to go in here. They know this tank has no health, so they just really want to force some AI.
Union meeting.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I was laughing at Union meeting. But yeah, they do want to. It is going to go AI. They're going to send these 3 spawns in. Don't get the damage with the Charger. Jockey latches for a second, but that's going to be it for that. Tank's going to go in here and die.
Reloading here.
So yeah, that's a ton of damage, and you know,
think that
with
is
this
true,
type of health, you have to wonder: are they going to run back to the safe room for this event, or are they just going to stay up front and?
Oopsies. I would guess. I don't know. It really could go either way. How much fun do they want to have is the question.
Ooh.
If I were them, I'd pause the game, bring in another NA player, and then run back. Because that'd be the most fun.
Yeah, I think so. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you gotta figure they're gonna lose a couple of picks, you know, just running that distance, and more damage is coming in.
Ooh, nice. With the death spit on top of it, too. That's a lot of damage on Acer. I don't think they can run back, but they might still try. Because they do have 2 sets of pills.
Yeah,
But Acer will 100% be slow by the time you're running back. If he takes 0 damage. He'll still be slow, I think. They're going to go ahead and start it. And I don't think you want to pill up if you're LS either, so I
No.
don't think you want to start heading back, filling up. So yeah, they're gonna go in this side room, which is
Rochelle.
gonna be extra hard to take because they have 2 people with red ping as well. But the other team, I guess, is in the same instance. But the smoker goes in, gets a pull on Rochelle. That's so laggy looking. The charger misses, gets a lot of punches on Coach. I had a really bad view of all of that.
It was just like a slideshow
Barry's almost
on
here.
my screen. Yeah, that was. Oh man, yeah, they are. You know, Rochelle did take her pills, but Coach and Ellis, they're low health, but they gotta save those pills. All the pills are going to Acer now.
Spit's gonna come in and pre-spit in the back, which is a good idea, which is lagging the server. The server can't handle that.
Oh man.
Hunter lands on Coach for a second and gets some chip. Hunter comes in, or Spitter rather, kills himself and doesn't get the single. Bonus down to 225. That's if they make the map, so it's not looking great. You gotta wonder if those 200 extra points are gonna come back to matter.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, you know, keep an eye on that if I'm point and click. I mean, if you lose this game by 200 points, I think you have an argument there.
You also have the NA-EU argument, and while it's not like, I'm trying to think how to word it. The only excuse is if Hoda like just couldn't play. If they literally brought him in for the advantage, then yeah, that's dumb. But
I
for
mean,
instance, there was, I'll be in the sake of being honest in my, you know, digging up skeletons. In the last tournament I played in, we had home away. Sir was the only European on our team. We knew one, I forget who it was, but our fourth like only had time for 1 game, and then Sir like only had time for 1 game, but was like available later. So we did the NA server first, and then the EU server after, and then Sir played on the EU but not the NA. That was literally because our fourth didn't have time to play both. It wasn't for like the advantage. But also that was like an instance where you had to play home away, not like it was debatable just to play 1 game.
yeah.
But
I
I don't know. I mean,
If he
we'll
could
probably
only-
just go
Yeah,
ahead.
if he could only play for 2 hours, they should just be like, all right, just play New York 1 game. Then you get rid of all just like most of the dumb home and away stuff. Just 1 game and you just I don't know, but that witch is gonna get taken care of. So they handled it a lot better than PNC did.
Yeah, I mean, so what's gonna probably happen is we'll just keep making fun of it for the rest of the game. There'll probably be a couple posts by not us complaining about it,
Yeah.
maybe some arguments, and then some comments about things we said. But you know, for this moment, we'll probably just keep making fun of it for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Just set that expectation now, because we don't know what the their perspective. But from ours, it's an easy meme.
Oh yeah, definitely. Meme of the year right here.
You should have stayed at home.
That should be a thing, the Left 4 Dead 2 meme of the year.
That'd be stupid.
I think that's the point.
Well, no, it's because most of the people in Left 4 Dead 2 are just funny.
Oh no, I mean it'd be like unintentional, like something like this.
Well, I feel like Hib would just be a runner-up immediately. Like anything
or
that he did would just like.
Why can't Hip
Be
be
in
the
the
winner? Why does he
spotlight.
gotta be the runner-up?
What did I say? Runner-up?
Yeah.
I meant like he's got like a chance at winning, like immediately,
Dude, Hip
just
always
because
has
of
a
how
chance.
many things that he does.
Yeah.
Pull it together, man. You can make it through this shit.
Speaking of Hip's team, they did win their game, so they are in the semifinals. Who else won? G2 won, right?
I was surprised that G2 won, but they also did a really stupid home and away. So
Yeah, that was another
That's-
really dumb one.
yeah.
Uh,
And I remember I saw on the post that when they were posting the schedule, they're like that when their game was. Miracle Wipe, Atreyu, who's a pretty level-headed guy in my experience. I don't have any qualms with him. He seems pretty chill. But he like G2 posted the time and then said home away, and then I think Atreyu posted something along the lines of like, this hasn't been agreed upon yet. We're still talking. In G2, I can speak for Sir because Sir complained to me a lot about scheduling because I made him schedule all our matches.
it's very nice of you.
G2 was very not fun to schedule with. So there's that.
Well,
They have about a 600-point lead going into map 2 here. They were down by about 3,000 going into this game, so they need some more ground to make up, but we'll see.
Yeah, they have the early tank on map 3 to look forward to, but also they have to kill that themselves. That could be a challenge. So yeah, but there's still a chance to come back. I mean, I thought after that first tank they would have gotten that wipe, not let them make the map. Not able to get that, so yeah, they've got some work to do.
Indeed. Tell me more about this map that was unreleased that we got distracted about.
There's a post in the forums about it. Yeah, I don't know.
On
It's
Left 4 Dead
just
Nation?
just a
I'm
Left 4
not
Dead 1
gonna
map.
go
I think
there.
it has like a couple of textures that aren't like there, but like it works. There's like some survival maps that came with it. I don't know.
So it's like a campaign or just a map?
It's a campaign, I think.
And it's only on Left 4 Dead 1?
Yeah.
Is it like a downloadable thing? Did the server crash?
Maybe it's. I don't know.
It's looking that way.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Nice.
Well, hey, the score is still on my screen, so.
Visor, will you run my server? Sorry, so is the map like a downloadable thing? You have to download it, or is it, or like on like alfredmaps.com kind of thing, or what is it?
I don't know. There's a link to this thing that has a download. I'm clicking it. Oh wow, look at this. This does not look like a professional company's website for a map. Maybe it does.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'll send it.
I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Sounds not legit.
No, I'm pretty sure it's legit. I think any pop-ups. It just looks like, I don't know. Just look at it. It doesn't look like Turtle Rock like made this like website to put it on. If they made it.
I mean, they might have. They might
I
not
don't know.
just. This is like basic HTML.
There were a lot of words, and I didn't want to read them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like reading things like that, but.
So did last game, the PubStar game? I don't know who they played, but have they played yet? Do we have a winner of that game? Does anyone know?
The what? The PubStar one?
Yeah, PubStar
What do you
versus
think?
whoever they played. I'm assuming PubStar is probably one. They're a
Exactly.
pretty good team. Did they play? Is it actually over?
Yeah. They won.
Okay, that makes sense.
Literally, I told Rails this. I was like, you could just skip this entire week. You already know who's gonna win. But G2 beat Miracle Wipe. That was my only question mark. I thought Miracle Wipe would win.
Yeah,
But yeah, they beat the Russian team.
like yeah.
Why didn't they play home away? They played a Russian team, and they fudging live farther away than
I don't know.
Miracle Wipe does. But yeah, they won by looks like about 2,500.
Yeah, that's good. Let me look at this bracket real fast. Oh, so PubStar is going to play G2. Oh, and Daddy's going to play the winner of this game. So
Yeah, that's gonna be the match of the week. It's next week, man.
MOTW match of the week.
And we're back in the lobby. Try loading into server, and yeah, didn't work.
Well, that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun casting this Swamp Fever game. I hope it never ends. Like I hope.
So we're at 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
And I mean, it should be over 3 hours tops. Someone said.
Get 2-3 hours top.
Said.
It's amazing how.
Uh-oh, we got the DDoS attack. Kind of call
no.
outs coming.
Oh, are we nice?
How nice of you to DDoS the LA servers. Love it, heart. Delusional retard. Oh, wait, bring out the bad word blocker.
Oh, wait, no, I'm trying to read it on your stream because I can't get in.
You better hurry, it's brought out.
Get over yourself. Oh, delete.
Yeah, we don't want to be reading this chat.
Oh my god, I just I like to see these kids at like a job interview. What do you mean I have to work Fridays? Are you a delusional retard? Now calm down. Calm down. That's just you work Monday through Friday. That's normal.
Oh my gosh. That's normal. This is really bad. What's being said in chat right now?
Oh man, you're killing. Everyone wants to know.
Everyone does want to know. You guys are not, like, honestly, as a person, you just don't need to read this. I don't want to read it.
I'm sure it's the same.
It brings
stuff that,
zero
like, everyone
value to your
says.
life. Yeah, you've heard everything before.
It's like one person, like, I'm calling you names. I'm calling you names.
It's literally just that.
We're
You
all
just got to
here
sum
playing
up.
a bunch of video games, but you're dumber than me. No, dude, you're dumber than me.
They said you're fat, Poochie. Yeah, they started talking about Poochie's weight.
That's a low blow. Oh, it's time to feed my dogs. Man, we've been here so long. I gotta go feed my dogs.
Okay,
I'll
go
be
for it.
right back.
I'll just send the chat to the admins. How's that? They kind of stopped typing, so here's the admin line. There, I sent it to the admins, so no worries, guys. You can take off the Edward blocker now. No, he's perfect, dude. Speed call Obama and have France nuked from existence. You hear me, little brat.
Helicopters. I'm just saying that now. I'm good. Shit. That pilot just changed. 1 minute he was flying us to see.
I'm playing. I'm like a real player. I'm like a real competitive Left 4 Dead player. I can't jump.
Can we not shoot each other? I can't believe none of you were gonna shoot.
I can't click either. Fudging can't do anything.
All right, I'm back.
They loaded the wrong map, so we're back in lobby.
Oh, embarrassing. Dude, my husky just does not want to come inside ever.
That's because they like running around, don't they? They need like a lot of exercise. Huskies do.
Yeah. Well, now that it's like cold though, he's just outside all day. He just never wants to come inside.
They like the cold?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He just like sits like in the grass.
I know
Just, like,
that. I figured they didn't like the hot, but I didn't know they liked cold.
yeah, he does. I don't know. He's just always just lying in the grass, and I'm like, "Hey, let's go eat," and he's like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, dude." Yeah, I had to use dog treats to get my husky to come inside. The point difference was like 3,000 after game one, so it's like what,
I can't
2,400 now.
jump or shoot. I can just move. I can't M2. I can't do anything.
Which side join now? Is it ready to?
We're loading the config right now. 1 second. Be right back.
Good luck. Have fun. Oh, I only got a 2-star PC rating. I'm upset about that.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm really glad they added that plugin.
I don't know. I thought I had it faster.
Dude, it's only 6:30.
Yeah.
Sorry, I felt like it was later. I feel like this has been going on all day.
I mean,
it has. It's evening, but it's almost dark out. The sun was glaring off my desk into my eyes when this started. Now it's almost completely down. Oh, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, you know. Oh, I need caster, by the way. You know, I watched people play a video game for
Have you ever heard of
5
Swamp
hours.
Fever?
Swamp Fever, ever heard of it?
I watch teams. I can't even make the joke about like beating each other up because like half the team is American.
Yeah, you can't even say that NAs play EUs.
Oh man, that's like my best go-to joke.
I gotta fix my HUD again. I have to do it every time I join a server, I guess.
So they're trying to get the witch and tank spawns situated, which I hope they do. We did see that impact map one a little bit.
Yeah. Hey.
That's 200 points that they lost because we couldn't get it set. And Fig is saying it's not working. Uh-oh.
I have it. 1 second.
Oh, do it.
Prodigy / Ghost stepping up.
Yeah. So what do you prefer to go by now? Because in Mumble you're Ghost, in game you're Prodigy.
I don't know. I go back and forth. I actually have a new thing now where every week somebody picks my new name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't accept that Steam group invite.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
me
It's
neither.
rude. That's
Yeah,
you.
no.
I mean, I like to keep my groups minimal, and I don't know if I need that one on there.
I just call you PG.
Ooh, that's actually good. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Dude, we'll start calling you PG-13.
Okay,
There
I'll
you
call
go.
PG now. I'm just gonna stick to PG. I had a thing at my last job where I started trying to make up nicknames for people.
Just do the NBA thing. Take their initials and add a number.
Their number though. No, does people call Kevin Durant KD35?
Sometimes they do. It's not like his official nickname. Do you remember when they were trying to give him like a nickname for the longest time, and like
Give him what?
a nickname, and like someone was like
Okay.
Durantula, and then
Oh,
finally,
yeah.
finally Kevin Durant was like, "I want my nickname to be the servant, because I serve the people."
And then everyone was
like,
like,
everyone's like, "That's just a dumb nickname." Golden State.
he said that while he was on Golden State. So
No,
it was like
this
recent.
this is back
Oh.
years ago. This is like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Sorry, we're not talking about the game. I had one person complain about that. So they hit and they did 5 damage. It did nothing. So Kevin Durant.
Yeah, back to Kevin Durant again. They got blown out by the Lakers last night. Did you
Look
see-
at this. The way server. Sorry, I was looking at the pings. They don't even have anyone in red. The other team had 3 people in red on their way, but that's fine. Yeah, I saw them get blown out by the Lakers.
Oh, we're on Colorado now. That's why.
Oh, we are. How about that? Huh.
Wow, yeah, this is. We're really just seeing really balanced server pings. This has been breakfast.
Matches
Yeah.
under protest.
Yeah, I feel like.
I bet there's gonna be some really juicy drama, dude, from this game. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited.
Really excited, dude. Hits coming in. Hunter kind of got speeded. Charger, I think, punched the smoker. That wasn't a survivor that I heard. So no real damage coming out. Like a few more ticks. That's about it.
Reloading!
Yeah, PNC they're playing some pretty solid survivor right now. I mean, really, other than that witch on map 1.
Well, now they have 3. They have 4 greens too. So even better. Instead of 3 greens and a yellow.
It's almost like the further east we go in the U.S., the better the server is for everyone. If
Huh.
only there was a server on the east
What if you went like
Coast.
a little bit more east? What would happen?
Yeah. What if we
Would
went
you have like 2 greens and 2 yellows on each?
What if we went a lot more east? And like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
if you go
skip
if you go
Chicago,
east
Dallas.
coast, I think you'd have 2 greens, 2 yellows on each team.
yeah. Huh.
But then you'd only play 1 game.
Who
so
only wants to play Swamp Fever 1?
why not play it twice though? If you can do that.
Yeah. Like, you never get to play it, right? So.
Yeah, like everyone always plays Dark Carnival. Like I want to play Swamp Fever at least
Ugh.
twice when it's match week.
Yeah, Swamp Fever, Perish, and Hard Rain. Anyway, though, yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, now PNC's taking like almost no damage outside of that one witch attack last map. Like they've been shutting things down pretty well. So that's exciting. You know, almost like this event. And look at this.
Oh!
prediction
Oh, I thought the
charge.
charge was gonna land. That boomer's walking in, gonna get popped. No real damage coming out. Once again, they're just getting like a tick or 2 every hit.
Yeah, which to be fair, this is a pretty wide open area. Like that's supposed to happen when you're at this level of play at this part of the map.
I'm reloading.
Hey, look out!
My chat has become just arguments about the rules now,
Guns right
which
here.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's Left 4 Dead 2. That's,
It's here instead of Left 4 Dead Nation.
yeah, but see, I can't read it because I'm trying to be a good caster.
We're trying to be professional.
Yeah, can you guys just go to the forums and post so I can read it later?
Can you go like just transfer it over to Xbox chat and then just leave my chat alone? I know he's offline, but the hits coming in here, the tank spawn, Toner got skeeted, Charger got shot a lot. Jockey's gonna just do nothing. It's AI anyway. Spitter spit delaying actually.
Ooh,
Ooh, that actually could be nutty.
this is scary. I'm scared.
No, they're just going around the long way. Oops, I won't move. So.
Yeah, so Tank's gonna choose to not take any chip here. Nah, just kidding. He's taking a little bit now. Keeping his distance though, this is a pretty interesting spot for the survivors to be right now, and they're gonna fall back to the good old usual spot.
I hope they play just as aggressive as they did last game.
Yeah,
But I
and-
hope they could probably do better.
Yeah, with the lower ping, we saw them be really aggressive on map 1, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them really push this thing after this attack comes in. I don't know if you hear my dog there, but
Reloading.
he's also
I did for a sec. That's okay. He's really rooting for PNC right now.
yeah, he just loves pointing and clicking.
He is 35% first pass. And Thug Life has the tank badge. A pop coming in on the boomer there. He hasn't taken much chips, so he's got good health, but he's doing a good job keeping his 35% right now. They don't really want to like fully LOS because they do still have 2 spawns up, but they're not really. Nothing's really happening at the moment. They're just gonna let
Yeah.
them get another timer.
Yeah, I think as soon as that boomer
Now
went
they're
down,
LOSing.
I would have liked to have them LOS, right? Once that boomer is down, you know, the tank, if he commits, you're going to hear him coming in, and
He's got 5% first pass. He's gonna keep first pass. That's actually pretty big, especially if he can get a rock right here. Takes 200 chip there, 250. Hits coming in. Boomer's gonna get popped.
I hope they push the smoker and kill the smoker. That'd be pretty big. That or the tank. Push one or the
He
other.
is second pass now too. He lost first pass there.
Yeah, they got to push one or the other. They're gonna push this tank back, which I
It
like.
looks like they're like 2 of them want to push tank and 2 of them want to. They actually forced the tank to kind of LOS himself there.
Yeah.
So they actually kind of just forced him to LOS a little bit. He's down to 50% rage on second pass here.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna see this commit coming in, and they need to get out of LS and just take this free chip as he commits.
He is committing now. The smoker's up in front. Looks like he's gonna wait though. He doesn't want to get that early pull. Tank's at about 4,000 health. The spawns are coming in. Smoker and Jockey pull the same guy, and it's the tank's stuck on him. So he's gonna not rock him. They don't want to clear him because he's gonna take more damage.
Yeah.
And he does finally punch him. That's what clear him. He gets the 1 punch, 2 punch, and that's gonna be the dead tank. 2 punches.
Well, ain't that
Yeah,
a load
I
of
like
shit.
I like the call there. Just focus that tank, not worry about the pulled guy, because yeah, you're right. He's gonna
He's
take more
taking less
damage.
DPS, yeah. Because that first punch, for anyone that doesn't know, if you punch the pulled guy, it does not do damage, just he's God framed. So,
Guns here.
but if you clear him from the smoker, then he'll take damage if you punch him. So he didn't want to punch him while he was pulled because he wasn't going to do damage. But the smoker's doing less damage than that tank's going to do.
Yeah, and
Fully
they're
explained.
they're sitting pretty right now, 800 bonus, and the rest of this map is pretty wide open. There's not a whole lot of great spawns for the infected to have. Maybe right here they can get something going, but it's going to be tough for them to knock this bonus down with the way they've been playing so far.
Reloading.
And I like the choice to just avoid the house altogether. They have everything they're going to need to go forward, and the SI were setting up there too, so that's big. This smoker wants to pull back, which he's going to be kind of alone. And I mean, this is a weak attack. They need to send this attack and get rid of it. They've got a 2-2, and it's the worst. So almost no, it's a 3 calm. So I'm gonna stop talking.
The spit missed the pounce right there. They get a quick little 2 cap. So not a ton of damage, but a few ticks. Coach is going to pull up so he can move fast. Their bonus is at 771 right now. Quick note, because someone made the comments of home away is the most quote-unquote fair. Like, he used the quotes because he knows it's not completely balanced, but quote-unquote fair in terms of ping. But you have to think about every single week you have to deal with every person. Not every person. You do get people that are just honestly just don't care or not a-holes. Boomer and Spitter both get picked. Hunter gets skeeted. Jockey gets M2. What a shutdown. But most of the games you're scheduling, they're just trying to take advantage of home away. Because one team is also always getting the worst end of it. And both teams are just trying to not make their team that team.
Yeah.
It's never balanced. Very, very, very rarely.
Hey, we
Even using like the doodle, I remember people would be like, "Oh, have your team fill a doodle out." So like the first couple times, I'd have my team fill a doodle out, and they would surprisingly they would pick the times of play when like our
Come on,
worst
y'all,
lineup
get
to play
inside
only.
now.
Can't go no
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I just started making it. I would fill out one time for my entire team. That way they wouldn't know like when a certain player could play, and it's just when my team could play. Because people would try to pick times to play when they're like, "Oh, well, this player is the weakest player, so we want to play when he can play." And it's like, come on, now, guys.
What I said isn't even necessarily my personal experience. It is, but it's also literally everybody else's experience. Look at this game that's happening right now. Look at when you were scheduling, sir, for our team. That happened every single week. It's just that's just the community. The community just wants to take, like, the people that want to win that badly are gonna try and take advantage of the rules. And so, home away is not good. Period.
But what is good is that round there, my PNC,
That was pretty good.
they put a lot of points there, so that's good.
Ooh, the dog liked it too.
Yeah, he loves Left 4 Dead. His favorite hittable is the log. So they're gonna kind of slowly make their way out. They gotta be a little more cautious than they were on the other server.
There's a nice pullout going out, but they need to play off of that. They didn't really play off it very well. The nice 2-boom, but it's a little late. Smooker is dead. Spitter goes in and dies. Hunter gets speeded. They could have made that a lot better if the Hunter was ready to intercept off that. It wouldn't have been like massive damage, but it would have gotten
Yeah,
the
and
best.
even if he didn't land there, he had a chance to get Coach out behind that tree, which would have given him, some cover, and they could have got.
Definitely had some opportunities.
Yeah. So now we're
But
gonna
instead,
gun this
they don't
open
have,
area.
Dusty, don't be complaining about your ping in this tournament, dude. You're the only NA player on a EU team. Anyway, besides that, Jockey got shut down, Spitter died, and I didn't even see what the other spawn was. Was it a boomer? Or something?
Maybe. It was a throwaway. Yeah, the boomer just went and just bounced off. It was like a throwaway attack. I think they tried to get lucky with a quick boom and nothing. It didn't work out for them. So they kind of just threw the rest of it away to get ready for this tank spawn, or this event spawn, I should say.
Reloading.
So they're gonna take care of some common before they start this
Oop,
event.
I did a
Another
bad job
boomer
there.
getting popped, which I guess isn't a huge deal because this event's about to start. But
Okay, I'm opening the
Well, you're making a. I know you
Looks
weren't
like
really
they wanna
complaining,
take it
Dusty,
the
as
same
much
spot
as
they
you
did
were just
last
making a
time, so-
point. Don't take that
Yeah,
the
they're
wrong
gonna be
way.
in
I'm
the
just
water here for a little bit.
that's why. So you had to be
We'll have
expecting
to
that
see
going
if
in.
PNC has figured out a way to
I know you're just making a point,
engineer a
though.
decent attack, which they weren't really able to last time. It's a tough spot, There's not really a lot of good places to come from.
Hunter
the
going
Hunter
around the side there, yeah. They don't have a charger, but they do have a spitter here. Hunter's gonna come in, melee skeeted by Supra.
Dang.
Showing that channeling that inner. They definitely are an EU-based team. You see that? I was trying to think of how to word that joke, and I think what I came up with at the end was the best way.
Yeah.
Reloading.
So yeah, here comes this next attack, and I'd like to see them maybe try to like stack some spawns together, like this smoker and this charger. Even put the spitter nearby. That way they get a quick, charge pull into spit. It based off this hunter, which is about to go in.
They need to go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
The hunter needed to like crouch as he was pulling instead of the pull going before the hunter crouched.
Yeah, I think the hunter
That's
had
what
to.
did it for him.
Yeah, the hunter had to initiate there with the smoker initiating. That he's too close, he's gonna die too fast.
Yeah.
And by the time the hunter pounces, he can't walk it anymore. So by the time he pounces, he can pounce.
Reloading.
The attack was dead.
Reloading.
So once again, another tri-cap here with the boomer. Boomer's trying to get way behind him. I don't think he can. But I think he can't really get a boom. He should probably just try and die last. So.
I kind of agree. It's not a great setup. They do get a nice separation pull on Ellis up front, though. Now, a lot of scratches. This is really good. Really good damage there. Boomer got popped. But they got Thug Life down to the killed Han thing is just blocking it. 49 health.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Once again, that boomer, I think That boomer, I think, had to have known he was just out of position, and he was just kind of trying to get lucky. He should have just repositioned and just died last.
Reloading.
So
Yeah.
you have a tank, and it is a cool tank.
Since I'm sure at least somebody on Aphellion will watch this spot after. Yeah, no, I'm gonna. Charger lands there. I thought that was gonna be a better hit. Just kidding. Charger lands for 10. The Hunter got skeeted. But I'm sure someone on Aphellion will watch this game. In case you're watching it on YouTube, go watch it on Twitch and read the chat that's along with it, because that's don't just listen to what me and Alexi are saying, but like everybody is making points right now. And then go post on the Finnish so I'll read it.
So we'll see. You know, pretty standard tank play here. He's gonna try and land some rocks. Hopefully, he's gonna wait for his last spawn to come up. Got 7 seconds
He's
on that.
losing rage here. I'm not sure if he's gonna be second pass by the time the spawns up. I don't think he will be. He got sight. Oh yeah, Nick popped out. He's a little close. The tank is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of the road too, so he's gonna take a lot of damage backing up.
Watch out!
So the attack. Oh, almost.
Ooh, a nice level from Coach right there, though. Saving Rochelle from 10. Looks like they're going to want to push this tank. He's still first pass. Losing rage. He's forced to LOS himself. Doesn't want to take the chip, but then he throws a rock in kind of a funky spot. Gets pushed. Still first pass, 15%. Probably he's going to lose first pass here.
Yeah, luckily for the tank, survivors didn't really fully commit to that push there, so not as much chip as it could have been. And he still has plenty of health, plenty of rage. We'll see a boomer in the SI hands, which is it's tough to get a boom here sometimes, you know.
It is. It's not one of my favorite spots to have a boomer. He doesn't land it. It's pretty hard to land.
Yeah, I don't think he's even trying. He was going just to kill it.
Yeah.
I think he wanted just to cycle, get to another capper. And
This should definitely have time, though.
yeah.
Yep, he's kind of rolling in right now. This timer's at what? I can't see. 3 seconds.
3 seconds now.
He's stuck on invisible bush. He took a decent amount of chip there, but it looks like he wants to commit from a side angle. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, this is kind of unorthodox here. He's down almost half health.
I don't like this spot. You're pushing him away from the spawns.
Yeah.
Or into the spawns that they want, because the hit's coming in here. And I thought it was going to be double charge. But a nice charge landing. Hunter's just a little bit late, but he's got this punch on Rochelle. He'll get... he didn't get as many as he could have, but it's still good damage. They're going to clear that Hunter. He missed the rock, but that's down on Nick, and they got 2 at yellow. It's going to be where they finish up this thing.
Yeah,
If the Hunter was a little bit earlier, it would have been real good.
Yeah, that's twice now. They've been really close to just a huge, multi-cap during a tank. But yeah, no, they surprised us. I didn't think that they'd get the spawns out there like they did. And that charger, that was big. That really set up a lot of damage. Their bonus is already lower, but like I said, there's
They need to make up more than this. So.
Yeah, and there's
like they are playing better than them, but they need to be making up more points than they are right now. But it's hard when the other team has one person who's like touching red, but mostly not red. Like he's back. I've seen him touch red a couple times. That being Dane, aka Salty. But like their whole team is not red when they had 3 people that were red on their away server.
Yeah, and if you think back to last game, PNC was in a similar position where they got out of the tank pretty clean. They had a lot of health. It wasn't until the witch where they took their damage. So
true. That was because they misplayed the witch. To be fair, it wasn't anything. They
didn't
get screwed. They just played it wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right. So we'll see what happens here. That Tuba is going to be a nice way to start this attack, and the smoker is going to kind of spawn
that up with. Well, though. The Jockey and Smoker went for the same guy. Jockey landed for actually quite a few ticks, but the Charger just got shredded from far away. Lowered the bonus down to 518, so still pretty high. They need to do some more work if they want to make up enough points.
I don't know if they were quite ready for that Tubum to land. I think that may just been like the Boomer just making a play on his own, and then the other SI kind of scrambling to find some spawns, so that's kind of would explain why the Charger wasn't really in
the Charger just kind of like spawned too early too. Like he was just kind of in the open, waiting for something else to go in. Nothing else did.
Yeah. So they do have a nice tri-cap with spit here. Is this witch? Yeah, she's in pretty much the same spot. So that's good. We'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the survivors just go far wide into the water, maybe to avoid that witch. They're definitely going to take their time and clear out the infected. There is a shotgun there by the truck, which they didn't have last map, so That also could have helped PNC on their away game, because there were no shotgun spawn at that truck.
Looks like Nick is going to be the one to draw it. They're drawing it back. She's going to be pretty much up by the time she gets to her. Pole lands. She swung too early. She does get the down, though. She still got it off before. So they do get the in cap on the witch as long as a few ticks on, I think, whoever got pulled.
Yeah. I thought the SI were going to be a little too late in that battle, but
I owe you one.
I agree. I thought so, too.
so they do get some decent damage there, but it's not really enough. We're only seeing about a 350-ish difference between two teams at this point on this map. And they've got one last quick hit here, and that Boomer's not going to really get anything. And Hunter's going to just try to slow him down to get the other two spawns up. They're going to go in, and the Survivors will really get
7 DP. They bring the yellows down to red on that hit. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
We are going to have to do better.
So it's really going to come down to this map here.
Best server in a leading role.
PNC, they have to wipe on the early
They
tank,
really have to, yeah.
and they've got to survive it with a good bonus, which is going to be tough. I mean, you got to think this tank, it's almost like a guaranteed in cap, at least one, right? Like, you got to really kind of make a mistake to not get any in caps.
Reloading.
So where should I order pizza from? We never decided.
I like Papa John's out of the big chains.
I don't like Papa John's.
You're weird. Dude, better ingredients, better pizza.
Maybe they left some around.
My brother ordered Papa John's for lunch, and I had like a couple slices. But I had already, I didn't know he was. He did it at like 2 o'clock. I didn't know I had already eaten lunch. So I was like, yeah, I'll eat a couple slices. So I didn't know he was going to order pizza, and I had already decided that I was going to get pizza for dinner later. Snorky going in, gets cleared pretty much right away. Charger gets shredded. Spit does a few ticks of damage, and some scratches going on in Nick, but besides that, it's pretty much it. But, so I still want pizza, because I only had 2. Hungry Howie's is kind of what I'm leaning towards. Do you have Hungry Howie's where you are?
No, we do not. But more interestingly enough, this tank is spawning later, and Survivors are going to push out into a much better area. So, I don't, dude. If I'm point and click, I'd be mad about this, because this is much harder to wipe, and they need a wipe. Like,
Was it the same percent?
No, it was an insta tank.
Oh yeah, it was instant last time.
Yeah, no one set things.
How about that? Interesting. It's true. This is a much harder tank to wipe with.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially GD at this point.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We don't have to do anything. We're the.
Yeah.
Oh, rock landing on Nick. Yeah. This tank didn't used to be able to get up on this roof, right? Like they added this?
If they did, it was a long time ago they added it, because it's been doable for a while.
Reloading.
I wonder if they're gonna restart the map. Yeah.
Looks like they are, and
They want to restart map.
I agree with that.
They just didn't know an admin room was in here, I guess.
That's probably for the best. Yeah, because you're down by so many points at this point for point and click. Like you have to wipe, and I don't think you're gonna wipe Aphellion at that part of the map with that tank. Like,
Yeah.
they're too good of a team to wipe to a wide open tank.
I've seen a lot of pugs wipe there, though.
Yeah.
Because the thing about pugs and something about tank fights in general is I feel like you guys, like survivors, have to be on the same page. You either need to all be LOSing or all be chipping, is my opinion. If you have 3 people LOSing and one guy like peeking and getting terrible chip from far away, literally just wasting everyone's time, you're getting them killed. And that's what happens in pugs, is like some people will LOS and some people will push, and that's killing the team.
Yeah,
So that's the big reason why that tank in that wide open area I see wipe so often in pugs is because like they just like don't know, they want to push it but don't know how, and so instead of like being, that's what I'm looking for. Not determined. What's it called? Like I want to say strict, but like when you disciplined. That's what it is. Oh my god, I knew it started with a D. Disciplined enough to just sit there and LOS it inside. They want to like be moving around and like play the game and push it, but they don't know how to push
Dude,
it.
it's all about making
And they just
plays
kind of catch hit
and
after hit and boom after boom and
making
rock after rock.
MVP, man. So yeah, this is gonna restart. This tank should be instant, and there it is.
Boomer, that's pretty big that it doesn't land actually. So point and click needs to kind of take this tank well. The tank is up in the hands of Dane, and they have an AFK player. Han is AFK.
Oh my god.
Maybe, yeah, he's literally AFK.
Maybe he's there blocking so they can't spawn there later.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. But look at where the survivors are. There's no way they're going to fight it in safe room right now. With how far up they're pushed. They'd have to pass that car. The tank might be able to get there.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's probably just AFK. I don't know.
Is this the second Dane tank this game?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I remember Thug Life was.
Yeah, it is. He had map 1. Dane had both map 1 tanks. So it is the second tank this game.
Oh, yeah, because it's a different server, so yeah, the thing did.
Right. So what does that mean, PG? Don't know.
Who knows? I don't. It's,
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this game's insane.
Not our decision. Who cares?
Yeah.
Alright, so this tank's kind of... I don't know what he wants to do with this car. I honestly don't know what he wants to do with it. But he's probably going to get on the roof here.
It looks like he's scared they might push on him. And he's keeping that car there.
Yeah. Oh, someone lands that rock. That's a misplay on Ellis's part.
Yeah.
So they can stay in this kind of area that they're at right now because he doesn't have a car there. I don't know if you have to be scared of them pushing. If you have that roof, if they push, you can just drop right in their face in that doorway and get some like massive steps. Nick is up in the front. He manages to dodge the charger, but Andem steals the smoker off. That was pretty big. He did. How did he land that rock? I saw he landed one earlier on Rochelle and somehow landed that one through the roof. Ellis is outside now.
I don't know if I
don't know what's going on. They're trying to go out. Oh, he misses the point-blank punch. He's got separation on Coach, though, and there's that car in the way. Yeah, he's got 4,000 health. This isn't good. There's Horde. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is not good. The Charger is almost dead. There it goes. It dies. This rock's coming in. Lands on Rochelle again. Nick's going to make his way inside, past the car safely. Hunter gets skeeted. They're both going to pass the car. Is he going to make a play on the car? The answer is no. He's going to go for more punches inside. He's got 3,800 health still, which is a lot. He's got Ellis cornered outside now. Yeah, I just don't know about that call. So they're still just shooting him through the wall. He's down to 1,500 health. Does he have an ability to kill with this car? I don't know.
I don't think he
does.
can. He's like,
yeah. But he blocked them inside. How is his rocks landing, dude? What the fudge was that? That's the second rock that honestly shouldn't have landed on Rochelle. And they're always on Rochelle. They're making their way past the car. Rochelle does get jockeyed out here. Are they going to clear it? It's still got 146 health. Nick's going to get card. And that tank is dead now. He's going to let Rochelle go down.
Yeah, so I think at this point it's going to be really tough for them to complete this comeback.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
I mean, like, there's like 102 viewers, and I just want to be like, dude, man, like, you gotta believe in the dream. It's gonna happen. Like, the real me, man, just wants
NA hope, even though both teams are basically NA.
There's more NA people involved than there are ED.
That's true. Boomers, oh, we got it from downtown. They did pick everybody up, and they do have a solid 0 bonus right now. So if they can get the distance, it's totally doable. Come back on finale.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reloading here.
Because they were down by like 2,000 points or something coming into this match. It's like they needed to score like a ton of points
Uh-oh.
and wipe, but that's not gonna happen.
Right, yeah, they did need a lot of points. And Nick got shot down by 2.
I got spitter shit on me.
Poor Nick.
Yeah, it's I don't. They were playing really well too. PNC. I think if they would have, instead of trying to like out strategize the opponent and push forward, if they would have just fell back and just let their pointing and clicking do the whatever, I think they would have probably killed that tank pretty well. They've been doing really well all game so far.
Reloading.
But when they tried to do that, they tried to be way too aggressive on the push and
Reloading.
Oof.
did not work out.
Reloading.
You know what one of my pet peeves is?
Reloading here.
What's that?
If you... Like, okay, here's the thing. Is, while there are a lot of idiots that play Left 4 Dead 2, and a lot of the top tier players are generally kind of dumb. You're also dumb if you call them bad at the game. Like, you can call them dumb, but you can't call them bad, because they're not bad. They're good players, but they're just kind of dumb.
They're specialized.
So if you have little to no tournament experience and have never placed well in any tournament, how are you going to call players that consistently place well in tournaments bad? You can call them dumb and make fun of their choices, like to play home away with 2 NA players on your team, but how are you going to call them bad when they're better than you by a lot? You know?
I don't know. I haven't been 13 in a long time.
That's kind of the way I stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, get some self-awareness out here.
Yeah. That is gonna be the wipe though. And yeah, I mean it's gonna be tough for them to finish the comeback. This is a difficult tank. They could still wipe on the tank, and we could see what happens in the finale. But they're gonna have to do that first. Aphellion is a good team.
It's
They
funny.
could kill this tank. They can make safe from
Like, that's why I was smiling. It's because it's funny.
We'll have
It's
to
funny to think
wait and
about,
see what
honestly.
happens.
It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, they're up a little over 1,000 right now, and they gotta be up by
3.
3. So,
Eh.
I just don't know. I can't wait to see. I'm wondering if there'll be a ship show on the Fed Nation after.
I don't know. I kind of hope so. Then there's like postery.
I don't like reading posts on the Fed Nation. I'll just you can read it and just give me the footnotes.
Alright, I got
That's
you.
what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Cliff notes. Did you use were Cliff Notes a thing when you were in school?
Yeah. I think there was also a website called like Spark Notes or something like that.
That's another one. I
Yeah,
used
that was
both.
awesome. I just
'Cause
didn't.
then I got the full picture,
I just didn't do any of it.
You didn't read or look at that?
No. I was good at
Dang,
school,
dude.
dude. I did good. I did well. I did good. I did well.
Rails says, I don't think there will be a ship show. I think the decision is pretty straightforward. What's the decision? Tank's committing here. The Boomer spawning in front doesn't manage to get anybody. I don't think this is going to be a wipe. The Charger fudged himself over too. He's not even going to be able to help. The Smokers spawned like outside too. The Charger is in now. Let's get a pull outside. Oh! Oh, that was looking real crazy for a second. He had a multi, like a double corner, which is like impossible. There's no way he could have kept up that double corner. That's the only way that would have been a wipe.
Yeah.
Now, what you going on about? You gonna make it? Let's get you up.
Yeah, that was, going with that Boomer, I think, is risky. I think anytime you're fighting, with a Boomer, I think the Boomer needs to go a little earlier than that, just that Horde has a chance to get in.
Yeah, I mean, and he has to land. That's the biggest thing. Is when
Yeah.
I'm a Boomer and during a tank, I don't like the pressure. I don't want to have that on my shoulders because that Boomer land, Or if it doesn't land, then you did nothing to help the tank. So it's basically like you just didn't even go in. You just did nothing. And it's the like easiest thing to pop. It's just like it's hard to. I don't know. I just don't like the extra pressure, you know.
Yeah. I need to let my dogs out again. 1 second.
Make sure you use this now. If I
Cricket bat
go,
here.
you guys are gonna miss me.
I'm a reload.
This shit'll help.
Happening. This is not happening. Roger!
Reloading.
Look out!
All right, I'm back.
Oh, I didn't know you left. I was not paying attention. Sorry.
Through this house.
It's okay.
The Charger went in by himself and got killed. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of YOLO from here on out. They might know the game's kind of over. The hunter just kind of went in for scratches.
Smoker.
You say you let your dogs out, or do they let them back in?
I let them out now.
How often? When was they were out like earlier in this game, right?
Yeah, but they just ate dinner, you know, and they like to go
Ammo
out
here.
after they eat, kind of,
I have
you know,
serious
stretch their legs, walk
Did
off.
they tell you
burn some
that?
calories. I mean, they didn't use like words, but like, I just know what they're saying. You know, we've been teammates for a long time.
How long have you had your husky for?
Like 2.5 years. I think he's about
How
two and
long
a half
have
years
you
old.
had the lab? Black lab?
7 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, he's an old man now.
Reloading.
Poor Shaq.
He's still a beast. He always fights with the husky. But I don't know if the smoke was hoping to just get like a stray bullet onto that witch coming from over here. I don't know. They're
He
kinda
does go
just-
in, gets instant cleared. Hunter lands on coach, but it's not going to do a whole lot. He got a few ticks. And then a few more ticks from the jockey. Turned him down to yellow, actually. That's
Yeah,
going to be it for that hit.
Yeah, that's smart from survivors because right now, this little shack going through right now with like spit, that's like the biggest choke of this map. You can land like a cap with some spit in that little room there because it spreads everywhere. So they're able to, you know, get around that.
Reloading.
We'll see if this Charger lets to go early before they get out in the open. He's not going to be able to.
Hey, watch out.
And yeah, we're going to kind of see a repeat of last game's Aphellion performance. They push out wide here to the right. They're going to get in the open. They're probably going to wait out this last attack.
Not
before
gonna
they
lie, I
make
didn't
it work.
even notice they did that last game.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
realized
like,
I was paying attention.
I'm just like a really good analyst. Yeah, and this guy on the
When
rock right
you,
here. Yeah,
he was there. He went for a melee speed
speed
last game,
Yeah, same
actually.
person.
Yeah, he
That's
didn't go
his
for a melee
spot.
speed this time.
He's the rock man.
Gotta reload.
'Cause he
I
only has
mean, to
melee.
be fair, when you cast Left 4 Dead for 3.5 hours going on now, some of it's just kind of blur. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's
kind
hard to-
of you don't have to store all that information.
It's hard to keep, you know, all the everything straight.
All the excitement, like
Yeah.
I'm too young to feel this old.
but that's gonna bring the score to 2,800 to almost 2,400. So not quite enough to make up for 3,000 points. And I think I'm gonna go Hungry Howie's, dude. My only concern with Hungry Howie's is one time I ordered online, and like they just never got the order. It was a pickup, and they just never got it. So I got there, and they were like, "Yeah, our online is messed up, so we just never got it." And I
Don't
was
they
like,
send,
"Oh, well,
like,
that's good."
This like an email confirmation or something?
I don't ever check that ish.
Well, maybe it's your fault.
I think they gave me. I mean, I didn't have to like repay for a pizza, but yeah, like I waited longer.
I'm a reload.
And I usually every time I get delivery from them, since my house is kind of like on a small side road, they have to like call me because I don't know why
Can't
they
find
can never find it on their GPS because I can find it just fine when I go to Google Maps, but they're like, "Yeah, we can't find your house. So where is it?" And then I like tell them, and they're like, "Oh, yeah." So maybe I don't. I like Hungry Howie sounds the best right now, but do I want to go? Do I want to risk / go through it? You know?
I mean, are you gonna pick it up or?
No, probably not.
I don't know.
I'll probably deliver.
Jockey.
So that's, I don't know. Oh, my HUD's not up. Yeah,
I
pretty
think that
instant
was-
clear on that smoke here. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna be asking.
Good,
Yeah,
do it.
attack goes in, attack dies. Now we get to go to the thing. And I want to see, you know, are they gonna be aggressive with this thing. Now they have a lower ping. Are they going to try and push him back? I imagine it'll depend on the spawns. With that said, I think it's actually mathematically impossible to win at this point. So
Reloading.
Sorry, I was all tabbed. I think it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite part when like they're trying to do like the math.
Actually, technically, it's not yet. 'Cause they could get. They need like 2,000 points, and they'd wipe the other team fast. And
No, they need like 2,500 points.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And they only get 24.
You're right. All right. Well, then it's mathematically impossible.
So yeah, they are going to be aggressive on this. They're going to push up. Hank's going to fall back. He gets out of that really cleanly. Doesn't take hardly any damage. So now we get to watch him throw some rocks here. And Aphellion's done a really good job this series of getting these rocks during things.
Series.
And this is BO2. I'd like to see them LOS though to get this rage down a little bit, and then they can take a hit and they can run back to safe room. The tank goes AI, and you're just like, man. All right, one of my dogs wants to come back in. Just give me like 2 seconds.
I can't even move my mouse around either because I'm first-person specking. Well, I think I might go. I might go Pizza Hut just because of the stuffed crust. That sounds pretty good. If you get Pizza Hut, you have to get stuffed crust.
Wait,
Otherwise,
I just got back. You're getting.
I think I might go Pizza Hut for the stuffed crust. And I said if you get Pizza Hut, you have to get stuffed crust. Like you can't not get stuffed crust.
Dude, I haven't had Pizza Hut in so long.
Right, because it's the only good thing there is the
Dude,
stuffed crust.
there's
And their pasta's okay.
There's a Pizza Hut buffet here where I live, and there's this guy that works there. And if you give him $5, he'll let you eat like just $5.
What?
Yeah, you give him $5 cash. They'll give you a drink. You can eat pizza.
Wow, that rock.
Lucky Luck has been unfortunate. He's been.
What's the normal price?
I don't know. I think it's closer to like $10. It's just an employee just like pocketing cash and he's not telling anyone.
Reloading.
That seems
sketchy. Yeah, it's really sketchy.
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna fly for too long. Tank is gonna go ahead and commit here down the street. They don't have a boomer or a charger, but they get that pull first. He's gonna get punched by the tank. The tank does not have a corner yet, though. The hunter's still jumping around. Not able to land that rock. I think he might have killed the. No, he didn't kill the hunter. He was lucky elected. Tank's gonna get out with around 2,000 health. They're definitely gonna go back forward. Skeet the rock, kill the smoker. They just need to go forward. Just leave it.
Yeah, that was scary. Rochelle, had herself separated into like the little fencing area, and then she started running like away from her teammates, and she almost got bounced in a really bad area, but able to get the skeet in the end. And yeah, this tank, it's more or less over. They just need to fall back away from spawns. Like they're giving this boomer a chance to land, which they shouldn't have.
They're giving tank LOS is what they're doing.
Yeah,
they can just hide around the corner completely normal, and it'll be over faster, I think.
Yeah, they're not bleeding, and they may even be a little low on ammo. I don't really know what their ammo looks like.
True.
They need to just get back to some safer spawns.
Here he comes. He's coming in. Ish. Moved up. Smoker behind this truck. They're gonna push him. He's gonna die. Jockey's up front, going for stuff. The charger looked like he wanted to spawn, but he couldn't. And now they're probably just gonna push this tank to death after this rock. Ooh, a nice kill on that rock. They should just kill him right now. That's what they're going to do. Just that. A good take.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know how common good take was when you play basketball. I don't know how common of a phrase that was.
Yeah, I haven't played.
Like when you drive and you take it to the rim, like you finish the play, like you drive and you don't kick out.
Yeah.
I didn't know how common it was. Like I didn't know that was called a take, and how often people said a good take. Spit charge going in Rochelle there with no god frames, so she took a lot of damage right there. I played in a 3-on-3 adult league this last month or two. Like last week was our last game. And just every drive. Oh, good take. Oh, good take. I didn't know how often people said that.
So yeah, Rochelle's taking damage. I don't know if she should have pilled up quite yet, but they're gonna get this started. I imagine we'll see them go back to the stairwell of safety. Although it looks like they might want to stay on top of the bushes. That is what they're going to do. Really nice movement there by Nick and Coach to kind of just take control of everything.
Yeah, the charger can't get up there.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing why this
Spit denied though.
I'm reloading.
Reloading.
But what's their bonus for now? 1,300. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they still have the thing to deal with.
Right. These hits can be pretty brutal, especially where they're standing right now. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to get effed up, but nothing really matters. I don't think they really care.
No, they're going all over the place, kind of blocking spawns as they jump around.
Someone wants me. Well, Derp Duck says, please plug lightweight servers. They need donations to stay up and keep EU T1 pubs alive. I've never donated to any Left 4 Dead 2 server hosters. While I appreciate people hosting servers, I think there's much more valuable things to donate to with your money. So that's my opinion.
Like Hungry Howie should donate and give you a pizza.
Right, dude.
Just that one boom lands. In fact, you're looking for a spawn. They're going to kind of come. This charge is kind of just hoping someone stumbles off, which isn't going to happen.
Oh, dang. He almost had a little play there and gets chopped in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, TFBG server still up?
I don't think so.
Reloading here.
Reloading.
That took a while for him to go down. Someone probably donated to like keep them up an extra 6 months, and look how good that turned out.
They probably had they paid like a year ahead or something.
Probably. A little 2 boom and spit damage going in, not much else. Their bonus has only dropped 200 in the last, not even in the last like 3 or 4 hits. So.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of, taking
Sir,
those
when have I ever
actions.
asked for donations? Excuse you. I've never once said out of my mouth, I need you. What is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
Oh, dang. This tank should be up here in just a second, right? I guess the point's going to get like 5
could be,
something.
yeah. Might have to replay the map. Might be bugged. I hope so. And the tank is up now. There it is. In the hands of Supra. He made too much noise already.
So getting, a little bit of chip there, down about 200 health.
Where in there am I
this attack
asking
is
for
coming in,
donations?
This boomer
Last
is
one.
going to be pretty
Last for one.
Although Ellis is isolated, they're going to stack up on him and... Oh, baby, a triple.
Oh, he missed his rock. That would have been lit. He's going to get the sink cap on Han. He's got a 3 boom to follow it up with.
He's going to play it safe.
He didn't commit, yeah. He wants the game to go. He's just having so much fun. He just wants to... Doesn't want this moment to end,
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get... Oh, I thought he was going to catch Nick.
I thought he had him too. He jumped right in there.
Ooh, what a rock. Onto Azula. They're kind of pushing this tank from both sides. Hunter's going to catch Nick. Uh-oh. Rock's going to miss. Nick's going to go down. Oh, no, he's not, because he flew away.
That was fortunate. Oh, almost hitting that rock on the coast.
There we go. He's down. He's alone. He's got no spawns. Actually, he has a charger in ghost mode. Hey, charger. Taking him pretty far. That's not going to be good. Smoker's going to intercept that on Nick, and it's all about this boomer on Rochelle. Doesn't land it. Rochelle's got to get the clutch. He's not clearing anything. Nick's going to go down now. Although this tank's really low, you can just kill this tank right here, and that's what he does. He's got to clear that charger, though. There he goes. Easy clutch for Lucky Lock.
Oh, they have 2 kills on the table, too. I wonder if they're going to
Oh, nice, dude. Heck yeah, they're going to grab those.
Great awareness by Coach to go to the kill table.
Emote thread. I wonder if they're gonna be able to save Han because they have spawns now. And Horde, not to mention. Han's almost dead. They're gonna spit. That's gonna be it for Han. Han's dead.
Rip.
Rest in peace, Han. Oh, they go both running through spit. Spawns are coming in here. Hunter gets skeeted. Nice skeet right there, actually. And 8 shots. That was some good Uzi tracking right there. Boomer gets popped. Pills need to go to coach. He's not passing them though. Charger's the only thing up. There, he passes the pills now. And then he passes him to Rashad. And then back to coach. Charger's coming in, dies.
For extra points, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh, we still got another half to go, dude.
Oh,
I
nice.
thought this was the end.
So an 81 bonus there, not quite what they needed.
Not quite.
So let's see, they're up, what, like almost 1,300 in this game, so they're down 1,700 altogether about.
They could probably get them to lose some points and then maybe win. Dude, that was like so long ago, PG.
What happened?
I was talking about politics in my chat. That was like a long time ago they were talking about Trump for a minute. Hits coming in here, Charger missing, Smoker getting the pull, gets cleared, Spitter coming down and nothing. Dude, I've been talking for almost 4 hours straight, and my throat's starting to like burn a little. Not burn, but it's like getting sore, like I need water.
Yeah, you should drink something. Staying hydrated is important, man.
You get drunkers, that's not what Jesus taught you. Amazing meme, dude. Sir, you thought that was gonna fly in here,
They're
dude?
gonna, they know this tank spawn is coming up right around the corner. They're gonna kind of take their time a little bit, clear some of these common out. Looks like the infected are gonna just kind of wait and probably gonna wait for that tank to spawn. If
Oh, I didn't know you could get where Acer just was.
Where was he? In the house?
That little white fence on the side of the house, where that little, you see that ramp on the other side of that white fence? Next to the house?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get there. He was there. I thought there was a visible wall there. He gets a nice turnaround punch on Alice. He's just committing because he wants this to be over. A nice rock and then pull. Boomer gets a single boom. They actually have a nice 2-cap over there.
Yeah.
Tank's got 3,000 health still. He could just rock Alice pretty easily right now. Yep. He could get an in-cap if he just pushes Alice, but he's not going to. He's just going to rock him again.
He's scared of letting
Alice can't shoot him because he's Horde. Yeah. Oh, those common, dude. That's unfortunate. But he does get the in-cap. And Acer can't really kill this thing by himself. He's got brown shotgun. Just not doing enough. Will he get the skeet? No, the game is over. Hooray!
Oh, nice. Go on the infected.
Oh, go. I'm caster though. I can't.
I got this.
So the final score was what? Like 4,000 plus 3,600. Or no, plus 2,400. So 6,400 to 4,600. Is that right? Ish.
It was something like that.
They won by like a couple thousand-ish, give or take. Overall, it was a pretty good game. I'd say it's about what we expected. Aphellion really taking advantage of the 2 home servers rule. And coming out with a victory.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen PNC play that map 3 tank a little differently, because I think they could have won this game had they just kind of played it out normally. And
yeah, I mean,
they got a little crazy, got a little aggressive there.
True. Anything else you'd like to say?
I just hope there's another game to cast.
I don't know if there is tonight.
Dang it.
I don't know. I haven't looked.